Oh, what's up, guys? What's that? I think that's going to be the front of the rack. Down the cold aisle we go. There we go. I'm tired of working on knock. What's the usual next step, roll step? Hi, buddy. Well, it depends on what you want to go to. What where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What's your interest? The next step is all based on you. Oh, I hope my laptop's charged. If not, have a little bit of power in here. All right, so we have an error on the R710. Oh, we have an error on the 610. All right, that's the RAID controller battery. No big deal. We've tested that, and that's good to go. We have a disc light on the R820 that is out. The light is just poof. And yeah, I really want to re-rack all of this. I just don't like this layout, and I want to put another one. And then we're also going to be working on the 210. It's just a management computer for us. But yeah, we're going to test all of our redundancies. We're going to do some pre-planned testing failures. And we're going to play with the firewalls a little bit, and we're going to go from there. So, yeah, guys. All right, let's start by going to the back of the rack. I appreciate your content. You're very welcome. Oh, the gimbal is. Oh, hey, cool. The gimbal is not so phased by the cart. Oh, the back of this rack is an absolute mess. Abso-friggin-lute mess. But I can, at least it works. No one ever said it had to be pretty to work. And that's the good part. So tonight's goal is to re-image the R210 and make that into just a management computer. Although we're probably going to put that management computer inside of a hypervisor because that's what we do for all of our servers. We never bare metal. There's one that's bare metal. We won't talk about the bastard child. And then decommission the little nook that we have running the management computer because there's a lot more going on that management computer right now, and processor is always like 80-90%, and I'm always getting alarms about it. I'm sick of the alarms. We're going to take a look at some of the backups. We're going to take a look at some of the NIC failovers. Whole bunch of stuff we're going to be taking a look at. What was the other thing? Oh, and we're going to attempt to upgrade ESXi 5 to ESXi 6, join it to my VMware cluster, and go from there. The problem, though, is that the ESXi 5 is the last of its kind, and it was a standalone, so there's no vCenter that I can just move those machines off of. So that whole server is going to have to go down, which is going to be problematic. Did you go to school for this? So, is that a Lenovo box? What? No, this is a server rack, my guy. No, I went to school for basic PC repair, but the rest of this is all self-taught, and yeah, it was never complicated for me, and well, there's a bunch of certifications and a whole bunch of other stuff out there. So, wow, 19 people, holy crap. Let's see if I can get you guys a better view of inside of the rack, since that seems to be more fun. All right, little gimbal. There you go. That's the mess I'm dealing with. There, I'll see if I can turn in and be uncomfortable so you're comfortable. Bro, are you going to talk about your explosive home fire? Yeah, shh, it's a secret. We don't talk about the fireworks in the server room. Uh, uh, that room is dehumidified, so it's a safe place to store. That was disappointing. I thought it was took up the entire idea. No, this is just half a rack, and there's a lot of space in between the servers. But behind me, oh, other way, gimbal, other way, gimbal. But behind me, hold on, let's try again. But behind me is a full rack of servers. And we can also later on go take a look at um, the other floor of the data center. The floor below us has all of the ISPs. Um, long range temperature sensor. Oh, that's cool. That's new. I never noticed that. Um, the Where's the power rails? Both on the left side. No, in this one they're just two single 1 RU little trip lights. Each are on their own 20 amp circuit. We get our power from the data center underneath the floor. Maybe we'll lift a tile and take a look at that at some point. But yeah, okay, let the work begin. Because we're going to be here all friggin' night long if we don't. First things first, I want to make sure that I get connected into the network. So I'll get my Ethernet cable, set my static IP. I used to do cable lacing, would spend days on cleaning up messy wire. Yeah. Well, I mean, I know everyone here, and if they see me lift a tile, they're not going to be mad, and we'll just tell them that I dropped a rack screw in the cold aisle. Um, it'll be fine. Which port is which on the switch? I really would like to get better switching redundancy, um, but yeah. So I'm a little actually, I'm quite scared of this ESX tongue tied. No, the ESXi upgrade. Uh, those are APC racks. No, they're triplet racks. What do you want to do with this Belkin adapter? Oh, that's right. I'm running a virtual machine. We should shut that off for power saving. A bit. No, never mind, because I have two open outlets that I keep open for myself. Holy crap, y'all! Freaking 35 of you! Can't believe you guys like to listen to me blabber. So I got this cool tool the other day, Net Tool. I gotta say, I was a little disappointed by it. I'll ramble about that in a little bit, but how many flash drives do I have with me? I might need a few tonight. A couple. Okay, good. Just don't upgrade ES. Yeah, no. We were testing it, and we're like, nope. We're gonna stick with 6 for quite a while. So actually, we stuck with 7 for years. It wasn't until earlier this year that we finally decided to go into 6. We usually don't move into current versions um, just because of bugs and a whole bunch of other stuff. We would rather have the stability and stay in extended life while there's security updates, rather than God. I forgot how warm the hot aisle gets. Um, we would rather stay with extended life as long as security updates are still coming out, just because we know it's stable, we know it's going to work. And is there really a need to upgrade if everything we're doing is working? Not really. Um, so yeah. Right. So first things first, I need to download Proxmox. Um, Proxmox download. Whee! I need to download ESXi. I also need to. I need to get my Windows VM up and running. Come on, come to life, Betsy. You do not like being suspended. Oh, fucking lovely. Ah. This is going to be fun. Right, and I got to log into that. So that R210 that I'm going to be pulling out is, I've never built a more overkill PF Sense box before. So we used to run our data center on PF Sense with CARP, so we had 2 full units of it. And then we decided to start moving over into FortiGate. That's a whole conversation in itself. So we still had some legacy VPNs on the PF Sense, and the last unit of our PF Sense finally died. And I had our R210 sitting around, so I needed it up and running. Um, the heat from these servers is making me a little itchy, and it's kind of uncomfortable. So I have an R210 with 32 gigs of RAM and dual 2 terabyte drives running PFSense. It is the most overkill box that I have ever made. So we're going to virtualize that before we destroy the R210. The R210 goes into, I mean, this is, will you please just go, stupid handheld thing. There we go. Come on. Beat. Oh, I do not like this. Stupid DJI. What's up, second engineer? So that PF Sense box is on a single dog leg into VLAN, which is the DMZ, between it and the FortiGates. Have you ever had to deal with access control with accessing racks? Yes, and in fact, we installed that. We just started getting into that. And actually, a company named Salto actually has a really cool op. All you do is, where is it? On one of these racks, you pull this lever, this piece out, and you replace it so your access card works right on these racks, so you're not doing anything crazy, which is great. But yeah, I'm thinking about getting a Sony Recon just to be cool behind the racks. I'm not sure what Sony Rion? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I love Salto too. Their data on a card technology is absolutely amazing. We are Salto partners along with Brevo, Paxton, Cantech. Who was the other? I think DX something or other. We had to go get certified at one point. We are a full rounded personal AC. Oh, okay, cool. We want to be a fully rounded IT house so that we can help customers and not be vendor locked in. We want to be agnostic, so we can service anyone that calls, really. So yeah, crap. You guys are so distracting. I'm not going to get anything done. My girlfriend's going to kill me because I'm not going to be home until like 2 in the morning, and then it's going to ruin my Sunday. But who cares? You guys are having fun, and I love talking. This Windows VM is not liking life, and I'm probably going to have to kill it, which is a bummer. All right, power off VM, power off. Right, I still have to get linked into the network. I haven't set my static IP yet. Yeah, we do the same thing with network vendors too. We work with Aruba, which is also HP, Cisco, both small business and enterprise, Meraki, who else? Dell. Did I say not Arachnus? That's AV stuff. I can't think of their name. They start with an A. Help me out, chat. Who am I thinking of? Is it Aruba? No. Yes? No, I can't fucking remember. Windows 10 VM could not connect to your virtual network interface. I wonder why. It's not plugged in. So yeah. Back at you're not supposed to reveal these things. I saw them at a trade show and I loved them. Yes. Alcatel? No. All right, what was it doing? Setting my network interface so I can direct into LAN, so I'm not over a VPN. For what tech? Switching? Yes, switching. The one thing I do like about this data center is they have Wi-Fi available. You have to ask for the password, but they'll give it to you. What is my subnet? 10 blah 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 blah. Do. All right, so that's connected. Let me set a DNS. When you guys set up your server environments, do you set them up with DHCP or no DHCP? That floor filled out. Is Wi-Fi still ESNet? The Wi-Fi SSID starts with DCS. That's all I'm giving out publicly. 10.5 and 10.5. So I'm thinking about doing no DHCP. That's asking for trouble. Love it. Cool. We do the exact same thing, and I get a lot of people when I talk to about that, like, why? I was like, because go set your own shit. Now, we have in the past, what are you doing tonight? Tonight we are taking the most ridiculously overpowered pfSense box running on the Dell PowerEdge R210 with 32 gigs of RAM and dual 2 terabyte drives, virtualizing that because it's a legacy system at this point, but we still have to maintain it because of open VPN connections. You can DHCP with Mac filter, that is correct. We are getting rid of an Intel NUC, taking the Windows management PC that runs in the Intel NUC, putting it in the R210 after we load it with Proxmox. We are upgrading our ESXi 5 to ESXi 6, and praying to the gods that it goes well, and then just testing our normal redundancies and taking a look at any error logs. We have 2 servers that are flashing yellow on the front, and that's about it. I really need to put like a punch list just on my screen, because every time I answer your question, I'm like, squirrel, yay, let me talk about something. Okay, cool. The Windows VM started. Let me make sure that I can actually get on LAN. Clear and LAN scan. Wrong subnet. What did you even scan? What the? Oh, that's the Wi-Fi. Doo. Okay, I was like, what the crap subnet is this? That is not. That is the subnet that we wish to scan. Okay, cool. Oh God, ESXi 5 to 6. Yeah, maybe. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm not looking forward to it. And what's worse is that it's an independent unit. It's not even on vSphere, so that's fun. So all the virtual machines need to be shut down because I can't migrate them off. I suppose I could do a virtual machine copy, but that's going to take time, and that's 1.2 terabytes on a gigabit network, not a 10 gigabit network. Not looking forward to that. Yeah. We're still not sure as a company if we're going to continue doing colo space for our servers. Already confirmed hardware is good for 6. Yes. Yeah, that was yesterday's thing. Thank you for that, though. It's always good to have a second. So I always go to my buddy Tim and I'm like, hey, can you look this over? This is a large change. Just want to make sure we're not going to screw this up. Is this a home lab? Certainly not. No, this is a couple of racks servers, just a few. This is a co-location data center. Make sure you check the flux capacitor. It's downstairs. It's being charged. It's ready to engage. Did I just come on? Click. Okay, so I must be in a port that's not in the right view. No, I'm getting the same flashy broadcast nonsense that everyone else is. So why? Because I didn't type in my static correctly. It helps if I'm in the right /24. Uh, That's like half the size of my home lab. Why worry for hardware? Just send it. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, ESXi has an aptitude for really being fussy when it comes to hardware specs. Um, ESXi 7, unless you are like really new hardware, is not going to load on a 610 or even a 620 in some cases. Um, yeah. So Sec Engineer was absolutely right. Is that an HP rack? No. How to learn programming? All right, there you go. Exclamation farce. False. It's funny because it's true. Haha, because it's a not statement. Um, is that an HP rack? No. This data center uses trip light equipment, which, whatever, it works. If it works, it works. Another device is using this IP address. Oh, yeah. Let's not make ourselves the router IP. Bad, Ryan. Bad. You guys have seen my rack at home. It's full from top to bottom, and I got to start cleaning stuff out. Um, in my home lab too. I can barely walk around. It's kind of getting to be more of a pain than it is enjoyment of having um, that much equipment in there. What storage solution do you use? For here, everything is local storage to the server. So here's the dilemma. We don't know if we're going to continue with this co-location space or if we're going to migrate to Azure or AWS, or if we're going to do some sort of funky hybrid. Um, it's all going to come down to cost and what clients are paying for. And a lot of our clients, we're moving back on to on-prem. We're starting up a server as a service through our company. A lot of people really like the idea, especially with the lower latencies and faster throughputs, especially for people that have a lot of file storage, like close to 1 terabyte of files. That's going to be a lot better for them. Samba does not like um, latencies or taking a while to do directory listings. Whatever happened to the 10 gig Ubiquiti switch that you pulled out? I need one. It was sold. That actually went really, really quick. That was over at a church that we do work for. The IT director over there, that floor space on the 8th floor was once an industrial printer floor. That's really cool. Yeah, my Dell PowerEdge server isn't compatible with anything about, yeah. Yeah, that's the bummer. That's kind of really why I like Proxmox and Linux-based hypervisors, because they don't care. They'll let you install on the older hardware, and there's nothing wrong with the hardware. It's just a little bit less power efficient, and you can't put 2 terabytes of RAM in it. But yeah, I haven't gotten to that yet. One of our servers has 700 gigs or something in it, but we're not doing any massive databases here, unfortunately. That would be fun to have a management. Um, But I just asked the data center a question. I'm like, hey, so I know you guys have a data center up in, somewhere north. I'm censoring myself a little bit. But do I have unlimited bandwidth between the data centers? Because if that's true, then I'd love to go put a couple of servers up in that other north data center and just have unlimited bandwidth to synchronize the two of them. I just use it for Minecraft and Plex. Dude, you should text me, man. I will share my Plex library. It might be in excess of the 5 digits of a count of content. The one of the NASs at home may be more than 20 T full of stuff. Have you ever heard of Nutanix? I have. What is my opinion on it? I can't share that because I don't have a full enough, well-rounded knowledge of them to be able to speak educatedly on them. What I do know is that they exist. A lot of people like them. I've done a couple webinars with them. They sent me a free gym bag, and I have nothing against them. They've never done anything to me wrong, but we've never looked into them as far as their solutions because we don't have the needs that requires their product. We're also not going to be running a massive data center that requires that because, well, none of our clients are paying for it. You got to remember, we're an MSP. So we manage people's IT. And if someone has needs that are that big, they're probably not hiring an MSP. They're probably hiring an in-house IT person because it's at that level, that's more financially reasonable than hiring an MSP in most cases. Now, if you need specialty people, you might find an MSP that has that. We do have a couple specialized engineers on our team, and we have talked and worked with other MSPs in the area and out of the state for the wrong words are coming to my head, man. Contracting with them, we have a person out of. If you have a Plex server is that big, you should sell access. I've seen people doing that. I've thought about that, and I don't want to do that. Let me think of how to discuss that without. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable having that discussion yet until I carefully think about my words. But I don't want to sell my Plex access. I'm happy to share it with friends all the time, or like a bar who I work for. We sell it, install it, configure it, document and stuff, and hand it up. Yeah, we've done that. Legal. That's all you can say. Yeah, my personal videos that I have edited and put into my Plex system, which are rendered in 200K, is why it takes up so much space. Yeah, we've done handoffs like that. We also take handoffs where there's a AV integrator that that does installation, but they will not do follow up. They will not do maintenance. If something is really broke or there's a follow up project, they'll come and do that. But they refer all of their clients to us for ongoing maintenance and service stuff like that, because we can do more than just IT. Because I have a background in AV as well, we also can do AV integrations with IT and take over small AV integrations too. We support several theaters, and we're actually talking with the Tampa Theater as well on working with them too. So that's kind of fun. Man, I am not going to get jack diddly done. All right, because I don't feel like going and looking at my documentation. We're just going to do a port scan for port 8006. Why am I doing a port scan for 8006, chat? Who knows what 8006 is? Anyone? Bueller, 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 Bueller. Ferris Bueller! I can't come to the door right now. I'm feeling unwell. Did you guys see the person who set up a Pioxmox? Yes, very good. Third time's a charm. Can he spell it correctly without autocorrect coming in? Have you guys seen the person who set up the Logitech doorbell? Proxmox, yes. To respond with the whole Ferris Bueller thing that he had recorded, and literally on the display it says "Save Ferris." I thought that was clever. All right, let's log in here. Please verify your. Oh, this is gonna suck. I need a two-factor code. And I'm streaming from the phone. All right, don't go anywhere. I'm just grabbing a two-factor code on my phone. The video is going to freeze. I promise I'll be right back. Little red dot. Come on, little red dot. Yeah, okay, I have a good connection again. All right. Sorry about that. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. I forgot we had a Linux box running in that little thing too. Okay, that's fine. We'll just move that over. All right. So let's go log into that old pfSense box. Let's grab that config. Let's reinstall that. Setting up pfSense to YubiKey, my man. Yeah. I love YubiKey. And I don't have it on me. It's in my car. But YubiKey can only go so far. We're in a super similar space, but I do CyberSec and some route switch. Yes, I've noticed that. And I went and got my CCNA route and switch, and then I got my my voice and crap. What was the other certification? It was so long ago; they're definitely expired. But you don't really forget you really don't forget the how to and the syntax for the command line after you do it for a while. I got started in doing more networking than server, but AV has always been a thing of mine. When I was 9, 10 out at camp, I started helping with the soundboard for everything. I actually figured it out where the AV people were having problems. But I hate collect. And honestly, I fell into it. AV has always been a part of my life. For the past 7 years, I've been working with several AV companies for doing live shows and sound and video. I have my own Grand MA kit for doing lighting. And, it's just Absolutely love it. And it's never going to go away. And I get called in to do lighting and sound on weekends all the time. And it makes sense to integrate the two. And I just made a video earlier today where I started talking about the need of IT um, in AV environments because everything is going network. Dante Moip, Crestron, literally everything is going. Matt Grossman. Why do I know that name? Who are you, Matt Grossman? Everything is going network. And someone made a funny comment. Yeah, networking is just consuming anything that has a signal. If it has a signal, networking just makes it into an Ethernet port. I thought that was kind of funny. All right, so we're logged in there. Is this the wrong PF sense? It is. It is. Crap on a stick. Which PF sense do I need? This is why we have bookmarks. This is why bookmarks exist. Chrome, bookmarks. There we go. Who uses a password manager and which password manager do you use? Yes, we recently added some AV to our client and had to create a whole segment. Yeah, AV is, AV certainly has its interesting requirements. If your multicast is not set up perfectly, most of the time that's going to come crashing. Your AV is going to come crashing down. PF sense. Blah 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 blah. Why is this not bookmarked? Mother of pearl. All right, you know what? Let's just log into the firewall and find out what the /30 leg is on the DMZ because we can. Not telling. What in the world? Oh, that's adorable. Oh yeah. I use Notepad plus. Oh God. Oh, don't. Nice. Wanted to do doable. Wanted to dabble in Extron, but there's already. It's interesting to see what people say. And Sec Engineer, I swear I will come and find you for using Notepad++. All right, where is DMZ internal routing? There it is. All right, next fun question. At least it's in one Word file. Oh my God, so if I lose my thumb, yeah, I'll just use something like LastPass or OnePass or one of those self-hosted password managers that actually properly encrypts your crap. All right, next question. How many of you at home, Bitwarden is a good one, have more than one firewall rule for your LAN? For example, who has the any rule because you're lazy as crap? And who has, oh, I am going to have to be on a VPN. Suck. Um, and who has the rule for their DNS? Who has the redirect? What stuff do you bring without to everything? Okay, I understand the question. Just the literal text was confusing. Well, first of all, I will talk about my backpack. The backpack has sometimes my iPad, always my MacBook, which has a virtual machine in it. Sorry, that should be way more specific. Windows virtual machine, my 2 terabyte SanDisk drive. So if I have large files or if I need to move anything large, I then have my older Samsung T5. This is only 250 gigs. This is used if I'm transferring data between clients' computers. I use a program called Fabs, Fabs. It was $50 for the Technician Edition, and it does amazing when moving user profiles around. Wireless keypad, keyboard and mouse. There's a little dongle in here. It's rechargeable via USB. This works great if you need to just plug into something. Couple adapters and cables. I really don't want to pull everything out of here. Uh, a ring of thumb drives, a car charger for my phone, adapters for my Mac and my iPhone, USB dongles, an HDMI USB-C dongle, USB-C to USB-A, my power plug, a 20-foot. That's a tiny wireless. That's how I know you're. I actually had this. Well, yeah, okay, that's fair. Can't argue that. Um, always have a power plug for my Mac. I carry a 20-foot Ethernet cable. I have this net tool. I used to carry the Fluke and not Intellitone. That's in my trunk. Um, the little Fluke identification tool. Yes, for James. Yes, I do. Um, I have two thumb drives. These are my AV drives. One is for a program called Waves. The other is for my lighting consoles. I have a watch charger. And never forget your console cable. Yes, buddy, never forget the console cable. This one is RJ45 to USB A, and I also have a small battery pack. This one can do USB-C PD. So if I need an emergency power for my laptop, small little jumper cable, and that's really about it. Uh, I said I was going to get into this, and I will at some point. I'm going to leave this next to my computer, but I'm disappointed in the net tool, guys. It's buggy. I do not like how buggy it is. Always carry a sweatshirt with you in your car just in case you need it. You don't want to be uncomfortable when you're working on a frustrating problem. Make sure that is the only thing you're dealing with, so you don't just lose your shit. Um, so. More than one separation for privileged networks and IoT shit. Good to learn that way. Yes. That's a tiny wireless keyboard. What stuff do you bring? Yeah. In the trunk of my Tesla. I don't have a trunk. It's just full of crap. Which is all work stuff. Two tool bags, a bunch of cables, a couple fiber things, a couple of toolkits, spare parts. I always make sure to keep at least one 5-port unmanaged switch, one small desktop battery backup, a VGA cable, a Logitech wireless keyboard and mouse, and a wired keyboard for testing if I don't feel like using the wireless little thing. And just general kind of tools. I really don't want a van because that's just going to accumulate shit. I always forgot a console cable to client site, and I lost 7. So I leave one here just in case. And they have a big Husky toolbox on the data floor that has so many rack screws. But they also have a couple console cables in there, but they're COM ports. They're not the USB ones. So I keep a console cable in the car, in my backpack, one at home. Don't go at it alone. Always carry a console cable. Never be. I had a field tech get caught without a console cable when I needed him to. He was just being remote hands for me, and that was not good. Hold on. I need to make a little bit of work progress, guys. Here, hold on. Give me one sec. No. All right, cool. No one's on the VPNs right now. I've done a terabyte over that leg. It's really interesting setting up pfSense on a single network interface. Just one physical network interface. You have to fight it in the beginning. That gets really interesting. Okay, cool. So let's take a backup of this. We'll reinstall you into, because I'm not virtualizing you and moving you. All right, cool. So that will be fun there. How many networks are still up? Only 2. Okay, cool. What just popped up on my phone? Oh, I wasn't even looking. Have fun. Was good seeing you all in the workplace. Not sure who you are, but you're welcome. I will. And take care. Have an awesome holiday weekend. I need to tag my console cable with the tile tag. Yeah. because I'm an iPhone and a Mac guy, I've started using AirTags everywhere. If you get a hole puncher and you hole punch the console cable in the cable, I heard that works great. That way you won't lose the tile or the AirTag. I'm sorry, I'm just being a troll. Okay, that's downloaded. All right, vSphere, vCenter, yes, yes. So I think I'm going to start doing some stupid videos just for the fun of it. Um, you guys saw the video. You guys probably saw the video where I just yanked the RAM out of that old computer. I want to do it the other way. Start with one stick and then stick another stick in and see if it recognizes it. Or if I can do a network scan, not a network scan. I am thinking and networking and trying to speak at the same time. It's not working out so well. I've been unfudging a network with about 30 unmanaged switches. Talk about a headache. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's, I feel you. Okay, so the DC got moved over, so that's good. All right, we need to download pfSense. I gotta figure out how I can stream my screen. Yeah, James Lawrence. Why do I know you? How do I know you, James? Yeah, when you own the company, it never stops. You never stop working. It's just, I mean, you take random days off, but that's it. NetAlley Link Sprinter. Yes, that's what it was. I have that. It sits in my car. That was my original tool, and I still love it. It is still my tool, my main tool. But I saw these advertised for a very long time, so I bought the Pro version. And all of the features listed on it, I had such high hopes. And I don't know if it's an iPhone thing, because iPhones have problems connecting devices on Wi-Fi when you connect to a device without an internet connection. That might be part of the problem, but I was also told that I could USB between my phone and this. So I might go get my Pixel out of the drawer and download the NetTool app to that and see how that goes. But it's supposed to be like really promising and do a lot of diagnostics for you. If you pre-program it for what switches you have, it can do port identification and change the port for you if you want to switch between general access trunk and what VLANs you want on that. I don't want to dismiss this tool yet. I really don't. Because I doubt a company is going to be putting out a tool like this and constantly get people buying it to where they continually have funds to do advertisements and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on it right now. This is the NetTool. Their website is nettool.io. And this is the Pro version. They have a standard version. The biggest thing I use it for is just port identification and a quick LAN scan, LAN information. This is great in AV networks, so I can just plug it in and get the info on it. My coworker loves it. I've yet to get my hands on one, and he's the Android user. And that might be the solution. I don't know why I'm getting so animated with my hands, but I don't know. Okay, download pfSense, Ryan. Gosh darn it. Oh, great. Take you to the mirror list where you actually have to read the entire thing. Let's see if I can... Come on, let me flip the camera. Come on, TikTok. There we go. Let's go to the downloads list where you have to choose your download of pfSense. I hate these. I really do. Okay, I don't want any of the memstick versions. I want 2.52.iso.gz. Yes, download. Whee! Fast downloads. Ugh. Let's do something fun. Let's unplug one of the firewalls. I'm going to take my phone out of the back clicking the wrong one. Yeah. Come on, let go. Yes. Okay, cool. All right. Which firewall? Which firewall should we unplug? The top or the bottom? You tell me, and I will just yoink it. I've got a ping running. Actually, you know what? Let's speed up this ping. Let's make this. Let's add an interval of 0.1, 10 pings per second, so we can see how fast it'll take for failover. You tell me, top one or bottom one? Top one or bottom? Bottom. We have a bottom. And the pings never disappeared, which means that was probably the secondary firewall. No problem, no problem. Let's go ahead and plug her back in. And now just yank the top one. No, no, no. We're not doing that. We're certainly not doing that. But we can wait. Hi, Synology. We certainly can wait for that to come back up. Got to cover serial numbers. 60 Fs. More than sufficient for the throughput because we're not doing any filtering or traffic inspection. These little buggers can do full gigabit without a problem. Come on, little guy. You can do it. Yeah, I wanted to go with the hundreds, but we just didn't have the budget at the time. And these were kind of emergency replacements. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I reported it several times. It's been going on for years. I forget what it is, but if we look up, you can see the flashing orange. There's also a problem down there. It's the rack that's right next to us. Anyways, I wanted to go with the 100 Fs, but we didn't have the budget, and these are kind of emergency replacements for the PF Sense units. And that were dying, which is why. Cool. Oh, flashy, flashy. Let's wait till status goes solid, and then we'll pull the top one. Yeah, that makes sense, because the bottom one's RT2, and that's the one that we have in preference for the standby unit. So when we pull the top one, we will notice a small latency drop. That client should be barred. I couldn't agree with you more. All right, we have solid status. Cool. I want to get myself 100F. Also, I have a pair of 60Fs right now at home. I only have a single at 60F at home, but where is it? Oh, maybe it is closer to the cold aisle side. All right, I'm going to let you guys stare at the ping, and I'm going to try and stay as steady as possible, and I'm going to let you know when I pull router 1. So we're pulling router 1 in 3, 2, wait, got to get a grip on it. All right, 3, 2, 1, pull. Good job, Fortinet. Let's go take a look at that. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1.2 seconds for a failover. 1.2 seconds, because this is running at 10 pings for every second. So that's not bad, Fortinet. Not bad at all. And we still have, she's still chooching. This is what I do not like about Mac Scroll, is that it has that little speed ramp, and you can never get to the bottom one. All right, cool. So that was a successful test. Now, admittedly, that test is a falsity of a failover, or a failure. Fortinet versus Palo Alto versus ASA versus Firepower. I was hoping to get us moved away from SonicWall over to Fortinet gear, mostly because of support. So we remove a lot of SonicWalls. Holy crap, we remove a lot of SonicWalls. And it's really because the licensing is expensive. The support really isn't available. That is one of the few products that we really don't. There we go. That we don't support. Would you ever consider YouTube? I have a YouTube channel. And it takes so much time to do YouTube content that I haven't done it in a while. Um, I'm gonna follow up with Fortinet are top notch. It says either well firepower is okay, but um, uh, we do Palo Alto Fortinet. We do PF Sense with NetGate only hardware. This data center is an exception to that. But oh, come on, there we go. Oh, oh, sorry for the dizzying. My gimbal is being very pissy. Let's see if I can. Come on. You know what? We're just going to take the magnet off the entire thing. I got the DJI Osmo 5, and I've got to tell you, I've had nothing but problems. I had the original Osmo Mobile, um, and that thing was great. All right, let's try this again. There we go. Perfect. There's an MSP in town. They're kind of large. Why is this crooked? What weird gimbal? What the crap, man? This is just being. I do not like this. I have virtualized OpenSense in my home. I like OpenSense, but you know what? I really don't want to get into that right now. I like OpenSense. There's nothing wrong with it. I choose not to use it. Yeah. Okay. So what I was saying, we Palo Alto, Fortinet, PF Sense. We are partnered with WatchGuard because we have a vendor, an MSP that really likes them, and we do a lot of support with them. But Fortinet is just taking the world by storm, man. We're also a business. Some of our decisions are not just who we like, but they're also, business based, profits and whatnot. To a point. To a point. I do not let profits steer our decisions. That is the one thing I do not like about a lot of other IT companies, and I did not want to be like them. Um, so yeah. All right, let's go browse the data store and let's upload an ISO. Oh, I gotta decompress this GZ really quick. All right. Thoughts on the free Fortinet training they are offering, yay or nay? Um, is it? Are they still doing level 1, 2, and 3 for free? Because I thought you had to be a partner with Fortinet. Um, what is? Hold on. What? What are you complaining about? Just decompress this, please. I just want the ISO. Really? Fine. Use the unarchiver. There we go. The unarchiver gets it done. Um, what were we saying? Oh yeah, are they still only doing level 1, 2, and 3 for free? Because I thought you had to be a partner to do 4 and up. Um, what? Uh, Stupid certificates. Why is this? This is so weird. 1, 2, 4 up to 7. It was 3 for partner. NFC 4 through 7 are free to everyone now at the training course. Dude, Sec Engineer, that's amazing. Thank you for telling me that. Hey, y'all, if you haven't seen the comment from Sec Engineer, and I'm gonna go make a whole video on this now. Yeah, dude, go get the training. But 1 through 3 are more of like a salesy kind of thing. So I'm not sure how much I would pay attention to that. They do talk about their products and some of the features, but they really don't get into it. So yeah, I'm not going to get anything done tonight, y'all. I'm having more fun talking on the TikToks than I am. Um, I really didn't want to come here tonight, anyways. Like I know that, uh, so I've already kind of set myself up for um, productivity failure. I was already in Tampa, anyways, for a client. We were replacing out a couple battery backups for them. They specifically are a church, so we wanted to get that done before the Sunday. They had a UPS failure on Sunday, and they're like, "Hey, can we get this fixed by next Sunday?" And I was like, "With the current product inventory, we will try." I ended up going to Batteries Plus just to replace the batteries in one of the units instead of replacing the unit, which is fine because that was an APC 2200 they had in one of those racks, which those units are great. Come on, file, upload it, gigabit. Do. I meant to bring a VoIP phone with me so I could test some of the VoIP connections from up here. But all right, what do you guys think about Rocky Linux? Curious about that. I love the idea of the project. Um, at Sec Engineer, okay, good, you did see it. I'm in the trainings are made to pass the exam, but you should lab it up too. Yeah. He makes a really good point. A lot of vendors are there to train you about their stuff. Make sure that if you have any questions about concepts that you're being taught, go out and look at it. Go expand your knowledge so that you don't, in that little bubble of area, like if we're talking about multicast, a vendor may tell you how to turn it on, but they may not explain it to you, how it works, how the querier works. Go and make sure that you expand your knowledge on all of those topics, time permitting, depending on what your job is when you're doing this. But, make sure all of your, whatever you guys are there to learn, you round off those corners. Because a lot of the places that are doing training are going to give you just sharp corner training pointed at what they're trying to give to you. Because you got to remember they're a company. All right, let's go back to vSphere. This operation failed for an undetermined reason. This typically is due to certificates that the browser does not trust. Yep. All right, let's go. No, I don't want to add a host. Well, I do want to add a host later. New virtual machine. Create a new virtual machine. New virtual machine. pfSense. VPN sub. Yep, that's the host that I want to put it on. Yes. Compatible with, that's fine. Select a guest operating system. That's frustrating. FreeBSD is not in the, well, technically they're right. It isn't Linux. Um, what is pfSense running on now? FreeBSD 11? I'm going to go with 11. Can't hurt. We're just telling the hypervisor what we think it is. Right. Next. Creating virtual machine. This is why we carry a battery backup, because the phone is running low. But the next question is, do we have an iPhone cable? Maybe. Ugh. We might be going down to the car. I do not. That is a real bummer. All right. In a few minutes, we'll go down to the car. Looks like y'all are having a good conversation. Scroll back in the comments a bit. We are struggling with all these inventory shortages. Everyone is. Alma Linux has more institutional support and maintenance. Yeah, we mostly use Ubuntu, but I'm always trying to keep the options open. What if that just doesn't become the right option anymore? You guys are discussing between you and Sec Engineer. Sitting here at home, license was thinking about getting mini lab up. What's your opinion on backup software or SaaS or appliance based? License or support agreement expired. So FortiGates, even without a license, are stupid powerful. If you're not using it for the security features, then go for it, man. It's still a very powerful firewall. You still get SD-WAN features. You still get VPN features. You still get all the policy and policy-based routing features. Really, all you don't get is the DNS filtering, the web filtering, just the higher level security features. go for it. I've got a friend that runs, what is it, a 50E at home. It works perfect. Um, we are happy to, by the way, give you guys licenses at 4% above our cost for Fortinet. So if you guys just need to renew your home firewall, we're not going to charge you an arm and a leg. We'll charge you 4% just above cost. And we get it for just just a bit over half of what MSRP is. So if you guys are looking for a Fortinet license, let me know and I can get you a number on it. My email, if you're looking for that, please don't chat me on TikTok. My email is in my profile. There we go. Oh, my brain is shutting off for the night. I use Ubuntu for home lab stuff. You know, for home lab stuff, I install Ubuntu desktop. I wouldn't do that in a production environment, but Tampa. I'm in Tampa, Sarasota area in Florida. But we travel a lot. We go to the East Coast, Tallahassee, Orlando. We got clients all over the state of Florida and a couple around the rest of the United States too. I use the desktop variant because it's in some ways it's a bit easier. Having problems again. Um, there we go. I use the server for home. I'm not a fan of Ubuntu desktop. I don't use it as a laptop. I don't use it as my main desktop environment. But it makes it a little bit easier when you're managing a home lab or whatever that box is meant for. Unless you're comfortable with server, then go for it. I honestly, people that are new to Linux, I recommend the desktop variant of whatever they're going with. It's just easier to configure the network interface. It's easier to do a lot of things. Um, so, used to run near Gainesville in that area. Oh, cool, man. Where are you north of Florida or where are you at? Huge thing is too how good a support you have for use vendor local resources or data. Yeah, that is pretty big. Okay, where is this virtual machine? Let's start this virtual machine. I'm probably not going to get the ESXi upgraded tonight. It's just probably not going to happen. I was based in Gainesville, but moved to Texas. We got a client out in Texas, so that's pretty cool. VMware Tools is not on this machine. No shit, Sherlock. Let's do VMRC. For those of you that manage VMware, do you use VMRC or do you use the web console more? I like VMRC personally. That way I'm not locked to a tab. You gotta love pfSense for just being just an absolute animal of an installer. Next, and it's installed. Manage Proxmox. We're running Proxmox in this data center. I don't know. I don't know when he joined, but we have Hyper-V, Proxmox, and VMware. It's a hot fucking mess. You know what? We'll just use UFS UEFI. Sup, man? Hi, Mike. Do I know you, Mike? I don't know if I know you, Mike. Maybe here in Florida, somewhere. Do I know you, Mike? Let me know. All right. If budget wasn't a question, what hypervisor would you guys go with? I'm curious. It is. It's been kind of put together over time. The problem is we don't know from TT, from Cybertech in Tampa. Oh, cool. I'm in Tampa right now. Where are you at? VMware, all of those. Yeah. Christ on a stick. What was I saying? Right. We don't know. Do you go to any vendor nets? Yes. Yeah, we go to a bunch of the vendor events. Hi from Philly. Hello. But I haven't been invested more into Nutanix for some clients. Cool, man. Brandon, by the bypass. So I'm actually headed down to Sarasota tonight. Want to grab a cup of coffee or something? Anyways, what was I saying? Right. We don't know if we're going to be sticking with this data center or not. We don't know if we're moving completely to AWS. We're still assessing our workloads. We're still assessing what some clients want to do, renewing contracts. Um, is it me or Cisco iOS really hard to use? You just need more practice, buddy. It's takes a little bit of time. Depending on where you're coming from, if you're brand new, it's good to learn. Stick with what you're trying to learn, and then learn some other people's syntaxes. They're all similar, but once you play with it for a while, then you're able to just kind of move through it. So, what is the point of the yellow cable behind you? My work rack has one too, but I don't know why. Yellow cable. Oh, that's a grounding cable for the door. That's all that is a ground strap between the two doors. You can disconnect it if you want to take the door off. Where is it? There it is. Yeah. But yeah, crap. Now I got to put this back on. So because these cabinets are so tightly pushed together, come on, come on, go in. I'll push inside. Uh, suck. That was stupid. Why did I do that? There we go. Um, you can take it off, but you have to swing it out a little bit further. But these racks are next to each other, so unless this rack shifts entirely backwards, um, you're not getting this off. Sweet. I'll see if I can catch you at the Fortinet event sometime. We'll be in Florida for the next one. Very cool, Sec. Yeah, we should definitely get together. I'd love to catch up with you, man. What is the point of the LEO? We answered that. I hate they are like that. Only ones without a UI besides Meraki. What? What am I missing? It's a ground. Yes. So you don't become Mr. Sparky. My dude, what's with the unmanaged switch? Where? Oh, in the video. Yeah, I'll reveal that tomorrow. It was always fun getting the pins lined up for the doors on the rack. Yeah, yeah. All right, reboot. Let go of my mouse, you stupid virtual machine. There we go. Are you sure about that 7.5? How sure are you on that? Would you bet a coffee or a very expensive Starbucks drink? All right, we are booting our pfSense VM for the first time. Oh, I did flip it. There we go. Do you accept? I accept. Cancel. Exit. So I think let go of my mouse, please. Dude, let go of my mouse. Control. There we go. All right, let's disconnect this. And let's just. It's right. I clicked into it. Operating system has locked the disk. Yeah, exit. Let's go actions, power, reset. Yeah, I'm sure. Wait, just make sure. Am I on the right VM? Yes. Okay, where's my VMRC? There we go. Rebato. They're pretty much alive, but their firewalls have definitely struggled a lot. Ooh. Lots for redundancy. Network sniffing, multiple IPs. Cisco is dying. Go Fortinet. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't really see the ASAs or firepower really lasting that much longer. A lot of the other vendors are really kind of taking over. So I agree with Sec Engineer. Um, but I'm building a TikTok live. TTS bot finally broke through their security. Oh, all day at it. Ha, nice. Any advice? James, advice on what, my guy? What are you looking advice for? Hey, operating system not found. That's great. All right, we're all right. 15% on battery. We're good. Um, well, oh, I know the mistake that I made. Connect the CD. Let go of my mouse. Virtual machine. Restart. Yes. You didn't click install. I did install it already, but you guys just didn't see it because you were looking at my shiny little face. All right, we can go through this together. See how fast we can go through it. I assume you're using it as a dumb switch to behave for multiple handoffs for high availability. Well, we might find out tomorrow. I accept. Install. Continue with default. UFS BIOS. Installing. I thought mine you said connect instead of connect. Connect COVID. That's funny. That's positively funny. That's even funnier. I cracked myself up. Oh. Next week, I'm going to implement Cisco ICE for a new building. Need advice and help. You need prayers, my friend. You don't need help. You need prayers. Uh, just make sure you have a plan. That was a lot of plugged-in interfaces. Yes, it was. Well, let's walk through it for what we know. First of all, that is a 5-port unmanaged switch made by Netgear. Very important fact. No, I'm kidding. That means nothing. We have one cable going to the ONT, and then we have 4 other cables going somewhere else. We also know that there's 2 ISPs in the house. There's Comcast, and then there's Frontier. Prayers indeed. May the packet world, Lord, be with you and all of your parts and your switches. What is that noise? I'll do it again. That one? CCNA with my BSIT and networking. Should I start out at help desk? Here's the thing, my dude. There's rare exceptions to starting at help desk. I still think everybody should have at least a half a year in help desk. You need to understand where the users are coming from and really how the users interact with the entire system. What we do starts with the user. So for us to comprehend and be really good at our jobs, even if we're just engineers, we should understand A to B and everything in between. Do you run critical services at your home? No. I would not call anything I do critical there. It depends on the company. Some people get locked into that. Where did the, James, did I do the right noise for you? Yay, okay, install is now finished. Do you want to hit a shell? No. Let go of my mouse. Jesus Louise. Oh yeah, if you have 2 ISPs, then you need 4 interfaces for full high A. But if I was doing HA, why would I rely on a single switch? Come on, reboot. Oh, but that's usually with 2 jump switches. Yes, my friend, yes. I will say, somebody has already figured it out. But I'm not going to reveal who or what. Austin, I wish you the best of luck. Welcome to our world. There are many, many people here that are going to be here to support you. Google is your friend, but be ready. It is its own world that on the surface looks amazing. But once you dive into it, it is a cesspool of shit. And you have to be mentally ready to handle it. What's going on? We're waiting for pfSense to freaking reboot. Oh, they wanted me to hit it again? Ugh. Let go of my mouse again. Thank you. Disconnect. Does it boot? Does it boot? Oh, that's a good sign. Whee! Yes, being a pro doesn't mean never having to Google. It's knowing what to Google. This is okay. I want to talk about this for a moment. My favorite thing that I went to school for is to learn how to teach myself. If you go to school and you take whatever certification or bachelor's or whatever to be the end all be all of your knowledge, you're going to fail, and you need to get out of the way for people that are going to be successful and actually fix things for companies. Because you have to understand that every single day, our world changes. Do you want to set up VLANs? No, I want to talk about this first before I continue with PXNs. You have to learn how to learn. And that's really what school needs to do for you more than it needs to teach you the content. Because once you leave school and you leave that environment, you need to understand how to continue researching, how to find answers to problems that you come and you face. You're going to get error pop-ups that you've never seen before. And you have to understand how to start going down that path. Some errors just say, didn't work. Where do you go find those logs? How do you drill into that? And the logs that you look at, now you have to understand it's process calls and a whole bunch of other stuff that are in those logs that you really have to learn how to read through. And you literally never stop learning in this industry. That's right. Shit. Last week I learned 3 different things. You have to be open to understanding that what you knew could be wrong. And to second guess yourself constantly is a healthy thing in our industry. It's just, yeah. Yep. Alert. What? I don't understand the 7.5 that. And you don't try and BS potential employers. That is true. This industry is not in your home lab. It's a fake it to make it. But do not fake it to make it in a customer's production environment. It's a bad error message. Oh. Can someone please change that battery? Let's go hunting for that. Oh, I think we found it. It was right behind me. I am not going to show this other customer's rack, but let's see if we can find it. I think it's lower. Oh, there is a failed drive. There's no way that I can show this without showing labels and information from the client, so we're not going to do that. But it's certainly right there. My number 1 rule is that I don't trust anyone, not even yourself, when you know the answer. It's a good rule. God, those are annoying. Hey, talking about, is there anything back here? Yeah, talking about Cisco and firewalls. There's an ASA that's completely powered off. So, not mine. In desktop support and hoping to get something more useful. Any ideas of advice? What do you mean by useful? What are you trying to do? There's so many different things in our industry. Look, it's like you can't just call our industry IT. You can, but for us, the people that are inside of this industry, that does jack diddly to us. Are you in cybersecurity? Are you in support? Are you in engineering? Are you doing networking? Are you doing automation? Are you doing cloud? Are you doing programming? It encompasses too much. Like when you go to a family event and you say, oh yeah, I'm in IT. They're like, can you help me with my cell phone? I'm having problems with an app and I don't know how to send a photo from this app to this app so I can edit it and make it look like a professional. So, there's so much. There's just so much. That's why I really stopped telling people, if you hadn't had to deploy Cisco FTDs recently, you are truly blessed. No, we don't. Hey, your cat's name is Subnet. Yes, my cat's name is Subnet. So sadly, I had a cat pass. He was, his name was VLAN. And when he passed, I'm like, all right, if I ever get a cat again, because there was a time period between those. Oh, that voice sounded well practiced. Oh, gosh, let me tell you, my friend, we work in IT all the time. Mickey, we're not going to the data center, are we? So I like doing voices. And so my new cat is now Subnet, and I have a second cat. His name is Socks Proxy, because my girlfriend wanted to name him Socks because his back feet are white, and I'm like, sucks, Foxy. And so that's literally the name on his adoption certificate. The other two that we have are Molly and Jasper because those were hers, and well, yeah. And the little dog is Riley. So, okay, I like ice cream. Yeah, what flavor? Y'all, we have to adventure down to my car, and I don't know how well the transition through the building is going to be. So we're going to lock our computer. There's cameras in every aisle, so I'm not too worried about people messing with our stuff. Everything in the bag is encrypted. All right, let's take a walk. Actually, before we go all the way downstairs, let's go take a look at the data center's blended internet that they hand off. I'm not going to get close enough so you guys can see, but this is the racks from the data center, their Nexus switches, and all of their fiber connections throughout everywhere. But I did lock my laptop. So yeah, there's 2 floors here. There's actually 3, but doesn't your data center have a no recording policy? I was granted an exception to this. All right, let's go out these doors. Beep, because the door's open. You're not cold. I always need a jacket. I'm standing in the hot aisle the entire time. I will not stand unless I have to in the cold aisle because that does get cold. And I keep a winter coat in the front of my Tesla in case I have to sit in the cold aisle. Literally, that is the only reason that I carry a winter coat in my car. Well, this data center and it's all Cisco environments. Cisco for the data center's equipment, yes. All right, y'all. I'm about to go into an elevator, so I don't know how well this is going to work. Let's see if we can jump. Limited. Okay, good. We still have a connection. Wow. Okay.
Hello, Mr. Kessler. How are you? Have you come to deliver my iPhone cable? Yeah? Okay.
Oh, you guys wanted to see what I carried with me. Let's take a look inside the nonsense that is my trunk. Yeah, it's just, can I turn on my light? Well, let me turn on my and continue recording? Nope. But I do carry a flashlight, so there's that. That's my go bag for tools. There's a lot of stuff in here. A milk crate full of cables, a cradle point router. The Staples box is just a ton of 6-inch patch cables. Looks like a Ubiquiti in-wall access point. A toolbox full of, I don't even know, adapters and whatnot, boots and Ethernet cables, a ratchet set in the back there, battery backup, labelers, an iFixit kit for specialty stuff. Yeah, and a hammock. Literally, I have a hammock in here. This is one of those string it up between trees hammock. So if I'm out and about or I'm not doing anything or I'm just hanging out with a girlfriend or we're driving down to Key West, yeah, lots of fun. There's the battery backup we pulled out and all of the batteries that we don't need. Glad I got to check out your live BGP. I got to go. Hey, Sec Engineer, it was a pleasure to chat with you. We'll definitely get together at some point soon. Until then, take care, man. Do we want more of the monster? Yeah, let's go get some of the monster. Oh no, there's no more monster. That's like, it was a tease because I got a drop of the flavor and now I don't get. Yeah, that's actually more frustrating than it was enjoyable. All right. Beep to you too. Gosh, goodbye. Yeah. Okay. All right. You guys are probably sick of looking at the floor. Here's my shiny face. All right. Let's go back upstairs. We're getting in the elevator, so if we blip out again, give it a minute. Oh, elevator. Oh, elevator. How I love the. Oh, look at that. We get the construction elevator. That's fun. Don't break the card reader. What floor are we going to? There we go, mate. Oh, a bunch of people on here watching. That's pretty cool. glad you guys enjoy my content. Or I'm probably just background noise for some people. I do that too. Like I just open up TikTok during the day and I just listen to. I listen to just TikTok lives. Oh, look at the sticky mat. My feet are dirty, dirty feet. Dirty feet indeed. Those were my 2 feet from earlier. These are my 2 feet from now. Um, yeah, actually, I know the guy that runs that cage behind me too. That's pretty cool. Hey, what's your favorite cuisine and cocktail? Tips on getting the software side of IT while being on the hardware team. Yeah, just go load it on a desktop at home. You can download most anything for free with a trial. Um, yeah, in my opinion, I think all new people to the industry should work for an MSP. Honestly, that's not a bad opinion, my guy. Um, I mean, really, it throws you into where you are forced. Where did this come from? Oh, that's the thing on the bottom of the rack. It really forces you into multiple different environments to work with different people. Um, yeah, honestly, I didn't even look at your comment before I said that. It sounds like we totally agree. Are you hiring then? Actually, we are looking for someone. The problem is we need someone with experience because we we are a little bit understaffed right now, and there we go. What was I saying? Yeah, we're not. We got to hire someone that has experience right now. The problem is that we need someone to be able to just jump in, join in, and really kind of hit the ground running. Opinions on degrees over skill. I care what skill you have. When we hire, we have a minimum requirement of an A+. That's it, because that just shows that you care. And if you don't have that minimum, then whatever. We changed our hiring practices to where if you get through the several stages of our hiring, you then do a 2-day walk along with us. There's no promise of anything. We're going to pay you for those 2 days, but I want to see what you're worth. I want to see what your knowledge is, and I want to see what you are capable of live. And instead of just a 10-minute interview, because I can't understand you in 30 minutes, even in an hour. So that's why we want to start doing that walk along for. Okay. What VLAN was that DMZ? What VLAN does this PFSense need to be a part of? Is that VLAN a /30? I have so many questions right now. Did that other firewall come back online? It did. Okay, that's good. Well, I don't know iOS, but I learned quick. So we're looking for someone in our MSP side for support, kind of like a level 1, level 2-ish kind of position. Someone that can understand when they go to a site how to trace back a problem, physical or logical, and if they don't understand it, they understand that they need to escalate it. We just need someone with some experience in the industry. We can't do someone green right now. The next person, yeah, we might. But yeah, the last person that we just tried to hire, we got kind of burned on. Wasted 40 days of our time, and that was not happy about him. All right, VLAN 532. It's a /29. So we have IP.1.2 and 10. No, that's not what I want. I want 172. There it is. So .1.2. So we're going to make this new PFSense as a temporary .3, and then we can go from there. Okay, cool. This particular, I have several DMZ VLANs. This particular one it is just a dog leg between the FortiGates and the PFSense unit. That's all it's for. And once the PFSense unit goes away, this VLAN goes away. That's all. Tim, I think it also. I'm not Tim. My name is not Tim. Or were you talking to someone else? Oh yeah, there is a Tim in here. Okay, never mind. Ignore me. Took a minute to read your shirt backwards. Oh, hey, I can flip my camera so you can. There we go. Hey, there we go. It's a not joke. Okay, let's put this to being. Um, there we go. Because now when I move my hand on the screen goes with me in real life. So as a ginger, it's great. Yep. Love the company name and the hair color. Love the company name with the hair color. 7 months back. How do you know my company name? I don't care. It's the MSP that I run is called Red One. Our web address is red1it.net. Um, yeah, check us out if you guys need any help or consultations or assistance. This is my shameless plug. We actually, through my YouTube channel, started helping a WISP in Pittsburgh. So that was a fun experience, and I have a really good friend out of that whole thing too. Um, yeah, Google linked in Google. What? Okay, cool. Right, so I need to create in this monster of a world data center actions. I need networking. Network. Let's add a network. Sorry, guys. Just need a moment of silence so I can actually work through. Um, we use Clip Sync to control servo motors. Do you know why that would be multicast? Uh, how many motors are listening to it? What's the difference between network security engineer, introvert, and extrovert? Will there be a warm plate at home because we kept distracting you? Why don't you use Ken? It's fantastic because the girlfriend works till midnight, although she's going to beat me home at this point. Um, uh, so she usually doesn't get home until like 12:15. So I get to be out and just do whatever I want until then. Uh, so no food at home. I don't know if I'll grab McDonald's or not, or just wait till I get home and grab a snack. It probably is more healthier to not eat at this point. Um, but yeah. Almost done. Just need a few moments of silence. Can I define a V? No, that's right. I forgot. In Hyper-V, you can define a VLAN on the virtual interface. Um, but Proxmox, I don't think you can do that. Let's go find out because I'm actually not haven't touched this in a while. Let's go take a look at the settings for the virtual interface. Edit settings. Network adapter. No, you cannot add the VLAN tag to that interface. That's a bummer. So you have to have okay, you guys have been asking questions. Cat9, you're a troll. Hot or cold aisle? Where are we at? Hot aisle. Of course, I don't have a jacket or a sweatshirt on. Fast food, the only diet in IT. Yep. Oh no, McDonald's. Yeah, sometimes. Um, I used to sleep in the data center daily. It was my comfy space, very relaxing. If you've never slept underneath a raised floor, you're not a network engineer. I proclaim you do not get a certification or a title until you sleep under a raised floor because you've pulled an overnighter. You can set VLAN tags and VLAN aware options in PvE. This is true and in Hyper-V, but if you want a VLAN in VMware, it has to be done at the switch level. So I need to go make a switch. I don't even remember what the VLAN tag was. I got logged out of the firewall. You are correct on sleeping on raised. No. Under the raised floor. Not on. Under. The best connection pattern for a power feed via Ethernet? What? I don't understand your camera question. I slept on a catwalk. Does that count? Okay. You use active noise canceling headphones for the Zen. Right now, I'm just using AirPods 3 just to speak with you guys. I just bought the Neura headphone, what they call the Neuraphone. Those things are the most amazing noise canceling I've ever not heard. Funny, in my life. So when I'm not wearing these in the data center, yes. Used to work in the data center third shift, got real good at napping in an office chair at my desk. Yeah. Uh, it's not what I wanted. Yes, I'm sure I don't want this distributed switch. Oh, nice. Matthew Conley, CWDM. I'm sorry. I know I'm losing people. I don't care. I gotta get this stuff done. Or else I'm gonna be here all freaking night like I've done before. I've certainly spent more than 20 hours in this data center, and it's tiring. They have a nice lounge, and the different floor is where their actual office is, where you check in and out. Um, yeah, they have vending machines, coffee, everything, and the couch is big enough to take a nap on. I've certainly shut off the lights in that lounge and taken a nap. That's for darn sure. Come on, let me in. Worst Goofy. I don't think I want to let you in. That was the worst Goofy impression I've done in a while. All right, port group. Let's call this DMZ Dogleg 1. What was the VLAN? Was that 532? I can't remember. Yes, that V switch. Let's go log back in and find out because we don't want to guess. I don't want to lose myself tonight. I gotta tell you, one of the most interesting things that I had to learn was routing both private and public subnets through the same router. That was interesting because there was some interesting challenges there that I just didn't think I was going to have a problem with. Um, it is 5:32. Awesome. And we are probably going to have to terminal into the PF sense and do what's called an easy rule. Have you ever had to walk out from a call when a client tells you they are using a 192 subnet? Oh, 192 is fine, dude. You've got that entire third octet to make different VLANs unless they set it up into /16, which we've walked into before. All right, add this. Cool. Let's go back to the host. Let's go to the PF sense and let's edit this. Edit settings. Browse. PF sense doggy leg. There we go. I don't know. Do I want to connect this now? No, because we have to go through, set the IP, and turn off DHCP. Okay, cool. Done. Let's do. Where is option 2? Set IP address. Set WAN with DHCP. Enter the new WAN IP. Crap, I forgot what it's supposed to be. Let go of my mouse. Gosh, darn it. 172.19.0.3. 172.19.0.3/29. Upstream gateway is going to be 172.19.0.1. No IPv6. No. Enter the WAN. Do you want to enable the HTTP server on the WAN? No. Do you want to revert to HTTP? Actually, yes, because I'll get a rebind attack. Okay, cool. So now I can go ahead and do that. Actually, we have to enter into the shell. Static NAT is your best friend for that scenario. Yes. Okay, cool. If you've never had to enter into pfSense and use the shell for rules, this is the one time that you might have to do it. If you have one Ethernet cable to pfSense and you want to be able to access the web interface without a LAN interface, you have to create what your easiest thing is going to be creating an any rule on your WAN interface for just a moment so you can get logged in. The terminal command with pfSense is called easy rule, EASYRULE. And it doesn't really give you uh, any syntax. At least I haven't been able to get it to pop out a man help. Can I man? Man is not found in pfSense, so that's fun. So now I got to go look up the syntax for easy rule because who uses this frequently? Nobody. Easy rule pfSense. Firewall using easy rule to add. What is it? It's easy rule pass WAN protocol. So that's going to be TCP, source, destination, and port. Okay, cool. So easy rule, pass WAN, TCP, any 80. Cool. So technically, if I go and connect this um, network adapter, I should be able to now ping that IP address. Ping 172.19.0.3. Fail. Why? Can I ping the other two? Yep. So why is this failing? Did this actually connect properly? That's the other question. Do I even have the VLAN enabled on the ESXi host network interface? That's probably a no. So now we're going to have to go to the Cisco command line. That's always fun. Um, yeah, that's fun. I don't know what ports this is even in. Oh, yeah, that's right. I documented this as well. Hi, Dan. We're moving pfSense. I'm getting a little tired, so I'm not going to reiterate the entire thing, but we're moving pfSense out of one system and into a virtual machine. Um, who all is watching? Come on, let me swipe. 21 new followers. That's cool. I'm glad you guys like the content. Over 1,400 people, and we've been going for almost 2 hours. Holy crap, man! Have you guys seen the TikTok lives where they're going through the AirPods cases? Oh, I show you my AirPod case. You show me what you tell me what you like. I show you, and they have a bunch of anime characters and different soda bottles and whatnot. Like tap on the phone, tap on the phone. Well, I want you to tap on the phone and give me likes so that other people will come and watch this stream. No, I'm kidding. Or yeah, no, I'm not kidding. I am serious. Tap the phone at least once. It'll make people come and see the content. Um, I usually only ask once per stream. So, right, we were about to go configure. I'm getting tired. I don't even know if I want to do this right now. Okay, I assume this is for the company you work for. Yes, yes, it is, Dan. We have a Dell. All right, you seem like a nice guy. I'm going to explain it. Dell PowerEdge R210. Stupid overkill for pfSense. It's a holdover from the legacy firewalls that we used to use. Holy crap! My first rose. That's cool. Fire microphone, dudes. I've never got these things before. That's awesome. All I wanted was the likes, but you guys, man, you guys are sending me cool things. Domo arigato, domo arigato. Sí, gracias. Um, the R210 was absolutely way overkill. And so now I'm trying to move it into a virtual machine. The little Intel Nook that I have my Windows management PC running in virtualized is no longer enough. So we're going to use the hardware of the R210, add it to the virtual infrastructure, move the Windows management virtual machine, and hopefully we'll get that done before midnight, which is not going to happen since that's 7 minutes. What time did I get here? I didn't start streaming until a few minutes of I was already here, so I've been here for a few hours and haven't accomplished shit. Um, Thanks, TikTok. James, man, I appreciate you so much. I did not expect that. Um, and really, all I wanted was hearts, but man, you went the extra mile, and I appreciate that. Are data servers just the hard drive of the internet? No, there is so much more to that. Yeah, they have some storage. I'd come help, lol. Yeah, thanks, 7 to 5. Um, um, I mean, there's databases, there's web servers, there's a lot of servers that don't even have hard drives in them anymore. They boot off of a network disk array, so all they are is just packed with RAM and processors, and then they go to databases which are loaded into RAM. It's wild how things work now. Things are not just load balanced in between servers. I mean, there are load balancers at the front, but yeah, there's a lot of servers now that don't use hard drives, which I think is awesome. Um, um, yeah, because they iSCSI boot off of or NetBoot, PXE Ritas, yeah. Okay, what the crap was I doing? Right, I was about to open Putty. This is probably not a good idea to do this when I start getting tired. I have the no drinking rule. If I drink at all, like at all, no IT for a couple of hours. Because I start getting these insane ideas of, oh, hey, let's upgrade this, let's migrate this. It can't hurt. I haven't read the release notes yet. I may have broke something in the past that caused this rule, but we're not going to talk about that. How quiet that server room is, the one I manage. It is quite loud in here, actually, but the AirPods are doing really good at um, noise cancellation. You remind me of the guy in the wheelchair from Scary Movie 2. Okay. I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm going to take it as a compliment, though. Oh, Well, that's a random RSA private key sitting in a notepad on my desktop. That's cool. I think I might actually have to chase out these cables because I don't 100% know where they're going. It's a compliment. Cool. Cool job, man. I hope to be doing the same eventually. This is not fun. Um, let me redo that statement. This gets very tedious and boring. And honestly, if you are the engineer, you're almost never going to be touching the servers unless you're a smaller business. It's a Notepad is low key the password wallet for every network engineer. Yeah, in some ways, I actually use LastPass for everything. But I guess if you're doing temporary stuff, drinks sudo app get disk upgrade. Yes, 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 yes. On a production server. Every lazy. How much of the internet will be forgotten if all the power gets turned off? Um, it could reboot. It could recover. It'll take some time for the entire actual backbone infrastructure to um, come to consensus on all the routes again. And that's going to be so many route updates. Oh my god, I don't want to think about that. But everything is stored and backed up. I mean, even Google has triple backups of your data in one data center, replicated across multiple data centers. Um, so yeah, all right. I'm getting too tired for this crap. Maybe we'll just finish this PF sense here and we'll go from there. All right, what are you actually plugged into? Cable 709, 11, 709, 16. So 11 and 16 are your two butt plugs. Am I? Oh, I'm not allowed to say that on TikTok, am I? Oops, sorry. Um, there's 11, and what is the one below it? That's 13. What did I say it was? Cable 11 and 16. That's 18, 21, 13, 22, 16. Okay, so that is ports 1 and 5. I don't know why they're plugged in like that, but whatever. Sending you a rescue team now. Yeah, it's getting bedtime. I don't know how this TikTok machine works. Did I oops? Yeah. All right. So, putty. What is even the IP of the switch? I haven't been here in a while. Sorry. Still the human. That was delightful. Um, oh, it's midnight. Congratulations. Yay, I'm going to be getting a phone call from the girlfriend soon. Why aren't you home? Well, because of a thing called TikTok. Call the Geek Squad, sir. I'm going to ban you. If the Geek Squad is said around me, yeah. Nope. I'm bitter because they wouldn't hire me when I was younger. They called me, I don't even remember what it was. It's been that long. BitVice SSH client lets you save your SSH profiles for faster and easier recall. Sir, you should be a salesperson. Not as many IPs to remember. Yeah, I use Terminus on my Mac, but these are console cables. Actually, you know what? That is a good point. Do I have Cisco? Okay, cool. Yeah, I did set up SSH at one point. That's cool. I guess. Um, Unable to negotiate. No matching cipher found. Yeah, I guess I haven't updated that in a while. I just landed on this man's live and figured I'd show my 9-year-old what I do at work all day. Oh, hey, check this out. I'll give you a better view. All right, cool. There you go. I'll hold that up for a minute so he can see it. I mean, this is probably a lot messier than what you do, but config T. Yes, pickle. All right, I'm putting this down. All right, there we go. Did I mention yet that I hate this DJI like mobile thing? All right, no matching cipher found. Their offer is AES 128 CBC, 3DES CBC, AES 192 CBC, AES 256 CBC. I really don't have a problem enabling 256 CBC, but we're just going to go through the complicated. That cert is an immaculate compared to the rack I took over a few months ago. You know, I've heard that a couple of times. There, yeah. Hi, Evan. Nice to meet you. Right. So back to that. Is that Com one or Com? I'm going with Com four. I'm going to see if I get it on that. Nope, not Com four. Come back, putty. Does anyone else dislike that when you exit out a putty, it just completely goes away? It doesn't bring you back to the what they call the configuration window. I took over one I swear was a Borg cube. Serial. All right, let's try Com 3. Yeah, Com 3. Okay, cool. All right, enable. Type your password. If you can remember your password. Shit. Yeah. All right, config T. Whee. Wait, did I not enable? Oh, I got bad secret. Whoops. What is my password? Bad secrets. Still don't remember my enable password. This is going to be a fun night. We're going to give up before we even get started. Yeah, I got it. Okay, cool. Our MSP leaves our rack a mess. Ugh, that's no good. Notepad for the win. Don't lie. You know it's in there somewhere. Evan, I was going to ask what were you doing, but config T gave you away. um, well, we're in the middle of a much larger than switching changes, but okay. What was it? It was interface. Shit, I'm used to the business syntax. G0/1. Um right, because this is. I've been in the Cisco business syntax too long. My brain is not happy. Let's just go look at run for a minute. Exit out of that. Exit out of that. Show run. Or I could have done show trunk. All right. Interface port channel. Nope. Interface one is switch port trunk native VLAN 100. Switch port mode trunk. Interface 5 is the same. Okay. Let's go take a look at what VLANs are. God, I hate Cisco. Sorry, had the wife aggro. Ah! What is it? Show VLAN? That shows you all the ports in it. God, I always forget. I've gotten so used to the graphical interfaces of most of these things. All right, so nothing is a. All right, there we go. Show interface trunk. 1 and 5 allowed VLANs does incorporate 532. Okay, so my network is set up correctly. I just fucked up VMware, which, whatever. What's the take on Ubiquity and their line of hardware? I think their access points are okay. Um, we just started moving away from their switching line. We've never touched their router firewall bullshit line. Um, I have one of their Dream machines at home because I ragged on them pretty hard on YouTube. And they're like, "Hey, let us send you a care package." So they sent me like $2,000 worth of shit. I still don't know how I feel about the stability of the Gen 2 switches. The Gen 1s we just ripped out of a couple of clients because they just don't do multicast. It's just, that'll lock them up. If you ever use Fusus audio networking over that, nope, it just locks them up. It's crazy. Um, so we've started moving away from that. For small businesses, we'll use them. But with anything that is multicast, centric, heavy, or however you want to describe it, that's a no. The access points seem fine even in those environments, but it's a case by case scenario, and we might go with Ruckus or Cambium or Aruba. We're like I was talking about earlier in this live. We're vendor agnostic, so we really don't have a particular. It's always about what's going to be the solution for the environment. Okay, so I no longer need this machine. I need to go back into my VMware environment and find out why I can't get to that stupid thing. Right, because I didn't enable ping. I did an easy rule for, this is stupid. 172.19.03. How much do you want to bet this fucking opens? Oh my god. I just wasted, how long was that? 30, 40 minutes? Because that was fucking stupid. I'm frustrated now. I couldn't ping the thing, so I made an assumption. What a dumb fucking assumption. Ah! Choose file, restore config, and let's move on with our lives. Why do only their Meraki lines have a GUI? That is not true. Most Cisco devices and switches have uh, graphical interfaces. All their business stuff do, and they're a little iffy. They're a little slow when you start stacking. But let's see. What do you mean my browser must support cookies? My browser supports cookies. What is this bullshit? Let's open this in incognito. Okay, you know what? We're just going to restart the stupid virtual machine because this is nonsense. Where is it? Reboot. There we go. Come on. I support eating cookies. Me too. Every time I get an accept prompt, do you accept cookies? Donations. Right here. Catalyst. Uh, I thought they did at one point. I remember getting to a Catalyst switch that had a built-in web GUI. I'm starting to get that tingle in my throat. What happened to VMware? So it wasn't a VMware problem. It was an ID10T error or a PEBCAC error, but we resolved it with pfSense. It's a deny any on the WAN rule. So if you're doing a dog leg, um, then um this is fucking weird. All right. One, assign interfaces. Should all VLANs be set up now? No. Crap. I gotta go look at the other one. And in the meantime, I need to disconnect this networking port just so it's not putting weird shit into the network. I'm here messing with this brand of new HPE server for WiseNet, and the damn thing won't boot. That sucks. Hyper-V for low budget. It works. Um, all right. Where is... Okay. Interfaces. Assignments. Why is... How much you want to bet the girlfriend just got home and that's why she's calling me? Hi! How are you? I see you're home. I mean, if you bunch up the blankets, you can imagine that I'm home. What was the deal? You gotta talk closer to the phone.
I'm just teasing you
Oh,
because you said you weren't even going to go to the data center.
yeah, I was deciding not to.
What that you had to do there, you didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I still don't want to do it. Oh, come on, we're on TikTok Live. Don't say that out loud. They can't see you. They only see my face. I don't think they can hear you.
What do you mean?
My phone is above my computer screen. You? TikTok Live.
I'm on the
Computer.
computer.
Yep.
Okay. All right, well, I love you. I'll talk to you later.
I love you, sweetheart.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, they said they could hear you. TikTok Live works during a phone call? No, it does not. I FaceTime audio or FaceTime from my laptop so that I wouldn't interrupt the TikTok Live. Okay, let's take a look at this. Why is the WAN interface? Okay, so it's not even enabled. Why does it? Oh, because you can't delete the WAN interface. Um, so how am I going to do this? Because that was a tagged interface. Well, yeah, okay, so I'm going to have to re-IP the WAN. Um, okay, I think I understand how this needs to be done now. We're going to try it anyways. Okay, enter in the WAN interface. What do we want? It's going to be BCE 1.532. Are you going to let me cross? Yes, you're going to let me cross. No LAN. Yes, that's how I want to proceed. Would you like to remove the LAN IP address and unload the interface now. Yes. No, we're not grounded. Oh no, our rack, it's not grounded. I hope that kid is making bank off that stupid, oh no, our table is broken sound. Okay, WAN is attached to that interface. So it actually doesn't matter what I assign. So if I assign interfaces, no VLAN. Assign the WAN interface. The WAN interface is going to be the physical EM0. I don't want to LAN. Are you sure this is how you want to proceed? Yes. You want to unload LAN? Yes. And then we want to set WAN as the 172. So we want to set IP, no DHCP, 172.19.0.3, 3/29, 172.19.0.1, no DHCP6, no 6, no DHCP server, yes, revert to HTTP. And so that is going to be on port 10.443. So let's see if we can get to that now at this point. We are going to have to reconnect the cable. Is that a Sophos firewall? No. What you can't see is there's two FortiGates right here, somewhere there. Come on, turn. Right there. Okay, so now I should be able to get to. I did set the IP correctly, didn't I? 172.19.0.3/29. You're untagged to the virtual port on the virtual switch, which is tagged, out the physical port, which is tagged through the trunk, into there. Okay. I like Juniper switches. I have no problems with them. Budget and project requirements is all I say when it comes to choosing a switch. What does your team know? What can you support? FortiGate, same as Fortinet. Fortinet is the company that has a product called FortiGate. FortiGate is the firewall product that they offer. Okay, so I need to jump into shell. Easy rule pass when any. So now I should be able to. Something's still not right on that setting. Okay, WAN. Yeah, did I reconnect the virtual? Yes. Yeah. Okay, so that's connected. That's the IP. That's on the WAN. We did just create the easy rule. Easy rule. Did I do that correct? Syntax says. Oh no. Easy rule. Pass WAN TCP. Any. Oh, helps if I type it in shell. Easy rule. Pass WAN T any. So now it should work? No, still not. Too many any's. ICMP. Nope, still not. Still maybe too many NEs. You know what? Fuck it. Reboot. I do not study the syntax of pfSense and the easy rule. It also is not. It's documented, just not excessively documented. So I'm trying to go beyond what they're telling me um, because they don't give a ton. Easy rule is really for recovery, and I'm trying to do a non-conventional setup with this pfSense because I don't want to give it a public IP. I just want it going through the DMZ of my FortiGates. But I also want that to be the same traffic where it's uh, static routes back into the infrastructure. Um, so yeah, I'm kind of using things in unconventional ways. But everything is an unconventional way if you think about it. 172.19.0.3/29 on there. Okay, cool. So that goes into there. I'd have trouble. Yeah, like I said, easy rule is really, yeah, okay. I think I already addressed that whole thing. Okay. LAN EM0. We created the rule. Did we? All right, now that we've rebooted, let's try this one more time. I started typing any rule, not easy rule. That was interesting. Did I set the, you know what could also be, what is route N? That's right. We're in, what is the, I just want to see the routing table. EM0, that's what it is. That's stupid. Not EN0. Okay. Yep. Subnet is set correctly, but what is, uh, why are you guessing? Because I don't know off the top of my head, and I'm attempting to try something and see if it works. You're welcome to tell me what the answer is if you know it. Yeah, I think I may have just typoed the gateway from the perspective of the PF sense. The rules are already there to this DMZ subnet because I already communicated with it, but I lost communication after I restored the backup file. So I'm trying to regain access to it because we're going from a physical host to a virtual host. Yeah. So what is FreeBSD show route table. Routing table. What is the command to print your routing table? You're not going to show me. That was free PBX. Oh, free BSD. Ah, not free PBX. Free BSD, show route, basically network programming. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Netstat-R is what it likes. That's stupid. Man, there it is. 17. Yeah, I totally fucked up the upstream gateway, which is why I can't get to it. So let's exit out of the shell and go through the whole process of resetting the IP. Configure WAN for DHCP, no, 172.19.0.3/29. Enter the WAN upstream gateway, 172.19.0.1. Enter no DHCP, no 6, no DHCP server. Okay, so maybe I can get to it now. Ah! Guesswork is a huge part of config when you're using syntax you don't use every day. Yes. What are you trying to configure? So it's pfSense on a VLAN into a VLAN interface of Fortinet, which loops back for local. I mean, it's its own dogleg, its own subnet, so it's nothing too complicated. But people are VPNing through a port forward to the pfSense, and then that goes to the network that it's allowed to go into. It's not on shit that's in production. Well, it's not yet, so that's good, I guess. All right, we're moving this forward so I can lean a little bit. Oh, 17 people. Yeah, that's about right. I'm losing my mind. You know what? We might pull the cord on this. Maybe. I don't know. I've said that a couple of times and I haven't done it. You know what? I'm just going to reset this and we're going to go. All right, reset the factory. Yes, I'm sure. Yes, Sense is rebooting now. Because if you don't know the syntax, get someone who does. You know, you're very negative. Everyone starts and learns somewhere. And the FSense really isn't a very large syntax or command line based program. It's mostly graphical. But to get myself into the graphical, I have to make changes through the command line that aren't typical. People don't usually go this route or set it up this way. I have one person watch me do my job. You, sir, are a celebrity by my standards. Thanks. Florida. Yes, we have FortiGates. Have you gotten to use Fortinet? I think you mean FortiGate. Yes, there are 2 Fortinets right there. Oh, backpack, you're in the way. Two Fortinets in HA right there. So, yes. We have hundreds of them deployed. It's our primary firewall for clients. All right, enter the WAN interface. We want it to be EM0. Enter a LAN interface. Or nothing. Yes, I want to proceed. I want to set the IP on this WAN interface. Come on. Oh. Why the need for pfSense if you have FortiGate? It's a legacy holdover. There's still a bunch of clients that are set up in OpenVPN on it. We're slowly moving them over to the SSL VPN on Fortinet, but it takes some time. So we're just not going to cause ourselves issues for not being able to handle the support load for just saying, okay, and today we are done. If you don't have it set up, call us. We won't be able to handle that volume. So we're slowly going client by client and saying, all right, let's start moving some people over. Just have, here's the week where you can call us. Have people call us at their convenience, and we'll go from there. But I think we have another somewhere in the double digit clients running MPF Sense, low double digits, but yeah. Oh, come on, PF, start up. I know you're not happy that the WAN interface doesn't have DHCP. Oh, make sure you get a third-party cert for the SSL VPN. Yes, we have that. And the nice thing about FortiGate version 7 is that they now started supporting Let's Encrypt. So you don't have to go through that fun process. Because while browsers are now pushing, look what I just found on top of my rack. That's fun. While browsers are now pushing for 1 years, some products still don't care if you have 3 years. Um, so, yeah. All right. If I don't get it in this go, then we're going to call it a wash for the night. At least the virtual machine is put together. Oh, SSL the world. We've talked about starting our own certificate authority just for our clients and ourselves, not for like public use and shit like that. But, all right, set an IP address on the interface. No DHCP 172.19.0.3/29. And to the upstream gateway 172.19.0.1. No IPv6. No IPv6. No DHCP server. Yes, I want HTTP. Okie dokie. HEV rule. Pass WAN, ICMP, any. So now, if that works, I should start getting ping. Why no ping? Okay. We can easily test if this is a routing issue by pinging something in the same subnet. Okay, it can totally ping other devices in the same subnet. So why aren't you letting me ping you? All right, easy rule, pass WAN, any 80. Can I get back to your web interface now at least? Where did my mouse go? Oh yeah, you locked my mouse. Doing your own CA is tough. You have to enroll your public key across everything. Yeah, it gets a little easier when you bring group policy everything. Okay, cool. So we got to the web interface, so that's cool. I don't want the wizard. I just want to start configuring. Firewall rules, easy rule. Oh no, that's the anti. That's a weird. So my easy rule didn't even work. Why? Let's do a any. Let's see if my pings now start to work. Okay, pings work when you create the any. Everything you want to trust it anyway. Yes. When you're doing SSL inspection with firewalls, you have to use the certificate authority associated with that key, that SSL certificate, to be trusted on those computers too. So if you're not using a widely used certificate authority, then you have other SSL problems too. Group policy helps, but you have potential Linux Mac. Yeah, yep, that's true. I went to a school system once where they required you to load the CA cert that they were using internally on their public Wi-Fi. That was quite interesting. Can you show while configuring? Right, so you can re-encrypt for traffic inspection. Got it. No, not right now because things are moving too quickly on my screen, and it's late. I'm trying to get out of here. We'll do other videos where we walk through configuring pfSense, and I'll set up at some point a dummy environment in my lab to show exactly what I'm doing with this stupid dog leg. Okay, so that works. That makes sense. Diagnostics, backup and restore. Let's restore this file. Yep, restore configuration. I'm sure. Ask me to reassign the freaking interfaces. Please. Why do you keep going back to this browser must support cookies thing? Um, okay. So you load the config. That's great. I guess I'm just totally not doing the easy rule syntax correct here. Okay, we can still ping it, so that's cool. You still say you require cookies. Username or password incorrect. Okay. Uh, the browser must support cookies to log on. It supports cookies! I don't understand why you're kicking me out when I'm restoring the configuration. Let's try a different browser. Safari and Firefox. It's a random pop-up. I support cookies! Alright, you know what? Screw it. Let's just reboot this thing and um, so weird. So weird. Alright, we'll just option 5 reboot system. Reboot normally. Goodbye. How about Opera? No, I just wanted to see if there was an actual cookie issue between the browsers. Opera's cute. I wouldn't really trust it for anything. Browsers, what most people don't understand is that browsers need as much of a software development as any other program, more so because there has to be teams just fixing bugs and keeping up with patches and exploits and just so many things that it's not just the programmers that create the websites. It's it's the browsers that need to render and run and compute and do all the graphics. There's so much. Do you want to set up VLANs? No. Enter the WAN interface. EM0. Enter. Enter the LAN interface. No LAN interface. This would be assigned as follows. Yes. Um, I use Chrome and occasionally Safari and occasionally Firefox. Just use W. Get and read the HTML files. Browser TLS version. This is why I don't like GUI. Yeah. I use Vivaldi? What? I've never heard of that. Okay, so 2. Assign IP address. No DHCP. Let's jump back into the shell. because I think I may now have an idea of the issue. Okay. Okay. I think I got it. All right. Exit out of the shell. Let's go assign interface IPs. Configure IP for DCP. No. 172.19.0.3/29. Enter. Gateway 172.19.0.1. Done. No DHCP for IPv6. No IPv6. No DHCP server. Yes, we'll use HTTP for now. You still want me to go to port? Oh, right, because we reloaded the configuration file. But Chrome often crashes. Dude, I've never had a problem. I keep 30 to 50 tabs open in Chrome at any given time, and I've not had problems with Chrome. So I'm not sure what you're going to or what plugins you have loaded, but I would check that. Hi from Ireland. Hi, friend. Um, okay, so I still need to go into the shell because I still need to start that easy rule again. Yeah. Okay. So they still need to get access to the WAN interface. So now I think it's responding. In fact, I'm confident it's responding. It's on the network. It has the right IP set. I just need to be able to get back into it. So a pass easy rule. Easy rule. Pass WAN TCP any 10443. So that should now let me in to this firewall. It's getting really frustrating. But now I'm feeling more determined. Why is the easy rule not working? I'm literally following exact syntax. The easy rule adds a block rule using an alias or a precise pass rule specifically for the protocol. Source and destination work similar to the GUI version. The shell version of easy rule can add a firewall rule from a shell prompt. With this easy rule command is run without parameters, it prints the usage explaining its syntax. No, it does not print its syntax. Was easy rule removed? Fuck it, I'll just go tensor. 252. Funny. Yes, we've rebooted. I did this earlier. This is literally how I got. Oh no, no, I didn't because that was okay. Okie dokie. EM0, PCP, any. All right, let's see if there's any more info on doing this. First three results do not work. Not a Wireshark issue, it's a firewall rule issue in the pfSense. Because when I'm at the console of pfSense, and I can ping anything from pfSense, but I can't get to its web interface because I can't create a rule on the WAN interface. And easy rule is not working to let me do that. I've used it before. I don't understand why it's not working. Oh no! Our firewall rule! It's broken! Uh, what time? Oh my god, it's almost 1 in the morning. Alright, 1 in the morning, we call this quits. Um, uh, Available playback commands. pfSense shell. Oh, this is interesting. Uh, Restart DHCP, restart IPsec service, remove package, remove config, generate GUI certs, gateway status, external config locator, enable SSHD, enable carp, enable allow all WAN. Oh, cool. Ah, okay. Enter a series of commands and then execute the set with execute. Interesting. So in pfSense, there's a whole new option that I've not played with before. It's morphine time. Hi, who are you? Uh, where did this go? Option 12, PHP shell plus pfSense tools. Available playback commands. So how do I trigger a playback command? Um, there is a command that literally says allow all WAN. I think that's the one I need. So how do I execute a playback command? Enter a series of commands and then execute them with execute. Okay. Enable, allow, all WAN. Syntax error. Okay. Maybe I mistyped something here. Enable. ALLOWALLWAN. EXEC. Still syntax error. Unexpected end of file, PHP something something, VMware virtual machine, blah, 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 blah. Who are you, Morphine Time? I'm curious how you know me. Do you have videos? What is that? 4 followers, 84 followers, at the user. Who are you? Your name is Jimmy. I don't know. Do I know a Jimmy? I know Jimmy Johns. There's no Jimmy in my contact file. I know a Jimmy Johnson. Who's Jimmy Johnson? Oh, okay, cool. I forgot about that. Okay, so let's go do a little bit of Googling because we have 7 minutes left. PF sent shell allow all WAN. pfSense enable WAN using shell. Install pfSense, WAN address, go to CLI, ifconfig, route all ads. You have to disable the packet filter. Interesting. Oh, that is such a neat workaround. Okay, let's go to the shell. pfctlg. Does this actually work? No. No, it does not. There's nothing wrong with pfSense or Tensor. It has its place. Why does the default route not show in the routing table? I have network routes, but I don't have a default route. Okay, route add. I want to restart my ping. Route add default. Add address default. Route space add space default space IP. That's literally what you're telling me to do. When in doubt, put everything in the DMZ. No, pickle slut. I'm just going to type out all the zeros. Add net 0000 gateway 172.19.0.1. Still not getting ping back. PF is disabled. It's got to be that stupid firewall. Man, I really like that idea too of just disable the packet filter. I thought that was going to be I thought that was going to be it. That's actually really good to know, though. Uh, 172.19.0.3 Ethernet, blah, blah, blah. Well, we were able to get to it once, so I don't think it's an issue with the Fortinet. Although we could, well, no, yeah. I mean, we've kind of, man. Okay, first of all, I'm going to bookmark this site because I like that. I'm going to put this in my list of sites I like, and now we're going to move on. Creating a rule using a shell. Okay, so disabling packet filter should completely. Is there a way that I can reset the port for restarting web configurator? Okay. Uh, no packet filtering, period. Okay. Uh, this is what makes me think it might be a NAT issue at this point. Don't be DNS, don't be DNS, don't be DNS, it will do DNS. No, it's not going to be DNS. This is all purely IP crap at this point. Um, why does my webcam keep kicking on? Oh, it's because I left FaceTime open in the background. Have you tried killing the sessions on the FortiGate in the DMZ? No, not yet. But I think I'm going to go into the Fortinet. I want to see if this is a routing issue or a NAT issue. So I'm just going to force. Let's go take a look at the policies and objects. Let's go into the. Do I have. The search is actually ridiculously powerful in Fortinet. Um, I really do like it. Let's see. Phone or employees, legacy PF. That is the allow to internet rule, and that is the allow to the forwarding rule. Let's see. You know what? Screw it. Let's make a new rule. Let's call this to PSPMD. Let's call this incoming interface U. Outgoing interface is going to be PF, internal routing. Yep, that's the correct one. I swear to God, if this is a stupid firewall rule, 10.5.1, DC LAN subnet, yes, destination, PF, no, 172.19. Come on, destination. 172.19. Service, okay, allow. And let's jump off of the stupid VPN. Oh my God! Are you fucking kidding me? But that makes sense. God damn it. I wish I had a whiteboard, or I could use OBS with TikTok to explain this. The VPN that I use, or I was on, was not the Fortinet VPN. It was the old pfSense VPN, which is fine, except for the fact, and that probably makes a lot of sense. If I did a packet capture, pickle slut, probably would have saw this a little bit sooner. It would have been a little complicated to do it. But because they both then had the same configuration, this is why I could no longer connect to the PF unit after I restored the config, is because they both had the VPN subnet internal of the system. And it was staring me in the face every time I looked at the routing table, and it just didn't click that, hey, I'm trying to talk to a system from a subnet that it thinks it has local, so it's not going out the goddamn default gateway. The moment I turned off my VPN and went through the firewall, oh, god damn it. God damn it. Oh, all right, we might actually be able to get this. Yeah, and fuck, now I can log in too. God. Wait, can I actually? Yep. Oh, that's really frustrating. All right, let's go make sure that this is done correctly. Unblock Bogon network, because we are actually putting the WAN on a 172. Don't crash, thank you. VPN. Show me VPN services. Did you re-enable your packet filter? Probably. Oh, I should have gone and adjusted the rules. All right, shell, pfctl-d. Yep, it totally re-enabled the packet filter. Okay, that's fine. We know how to get in and fix this. All right, so 1030 blah. Listen on any interface, so that's good. So let's go to the firewall rules. WAN. There is an anti-lockout rule. OpenVPN, there's an any rule. We're actually just going to add an any rule to the WAN because it's in its own DMZ and it's just fucking listening for VPN connections, and it's not even publicly exposed. WAN, any, yes. Allow all. And because everything is getting segmented and routed at the FortiGates. But there was an anti-lockout rule too, so I'm not sure why I was locked out after that, but whatever. Can I still get back in? Route add default bead. Yeah. Why is packet filtering constantly knocking me out? Status gateways. Gateway. Showing online. 172.19.01. Yes. pfSense has detected a crash bug. End of local file. Delete the crash report. Because I don't give a damn. Status, services, let's go take a look at what's running. And everything but iPerf is running. That's fine. Installed packages. No currently installed packages. Right, because you're being used just as a VPN server. Yep. So there's only two people, what? Okay, so now you think it's online? Firewall rules. Allow any, yes. OpenVPN, allow any, yes. Okay, honestly, at this point, that should be okay. Alright, so if I re-enable packet filtering, I lose all connectivity to the damn machine again. Why? Oh, nope, there we go. Okay, maybe it just because turning on packet that that makes a lot of sense. Turning on packet filtering drops the states. All right, let's just do this diagnostic reboot. Normal reboot. I might actually be able to shut down this damn server. Michael Herman. Hello, Michael Herman. How long has this live been going on? 183 minutes. Holy shit, almost 3 hours. It's fantastic. Oh no! Why do you have the wrong? Oh, wait. We're in the old system. Cool. I psyched myself out. Come on, finish rebooting. Oh yeah, right. I can look at the console. Sweet. What are you working on? Virtualizing my physical PF sense. Oh no! My firewall. It's broken. Okay, it looks like it's booted. Let's see if we can get back into it. Yay! Oh no, our routing tables. I hope that kid is making so much money, man. All right, guys, it's time to shut down. You know what? We're not going to shut down. We're not going to change. We're simply going to unplug it. That's all. Leave it running for a minute, unplug it, and let's reconfigure this one, this new one, to be in the IP address that the other one was, and see if it still works. Playing Pong on an arcade simulator. Nice, dude. Uh, Error, SSL protocol. Oh, right, because it's yeah. Why aren't you letting me sign in? Reboot really quick. TikTok character limit. Company and staying sysadmin. What? I'm currently a sysadmin role with a small company. Any suggestions to moving into a bigger company and staying sysadmin? Um, you're not going to move to a company and immediately take over the sysadmin role. There's probably going to be someone in that seat, and if they are bigger like that and they have a team of people, the person below them is going to move up because they understand the infrastructure. It's better for the company for that to happen too. Evan has a point. Stay with a smaller company if they're stable. Um, if they're treating you right and you're not in a toxic environment, enjoy the relaxed environment, honestly. And you probably have more slack um, being in a smaller company than you would in a larger company. Larger companies can come with larger pay, but they also come with a lot more bureaucracy. Um, so, just think about the other side of that too. Oh, well, then, yeah, if your company's in financial turmoil, then Make sure your LinkedIn is updated and constantly be putting in job applications. You're probably going to lose the sysadmin role, and that's okay. But if you find a job that doesn't have so much stress and responsibility, and you find, um, go take that for a little bit while you move laterally. Um, I don't know if that's quite lateral, but um, just make sure you have a stable job. You got to take care of you. Why won't you let me sign in? It's saying successful sign in. Which I really don't understand. But you're not letting me go in. Is this a cookies issue? Yep, totally a cookie issue. Okay. Uh, with an MSP contract with guys who do all this stuff for me when I can't figure anything on it. Getting yelled at by the girlfriend, and she's got a point. Ow. Quick, while the system admin isn't looking, reboot all the servers. All right, let's see if I can VPN in and if this will actually hit. Does the VPN work? 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 Please work? 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 I think I have a pimple on the back of my head. Should I work call center and go to school part time through my AAS and F2 job or relevant PT job? Tell your girlfriend to put in a ticket. Oh, oh, that's dangerous territory there, bud. Okay, that VPN does not want to connect. So take a look at why. If the girlfriend is not in ConnectWise, that's funny. I'm talking too much. It's starting to get a cough. All right, so let's go take a look at the status for all these tunnels. You're showing that you're up, but I don't quite believe you. All right, let's try VPN again. Why don't you want to connect now? She might be watching, guys, so just be careful. She'll come hunt you down. Why are you showing undefined client? Connection granted. If I got caught doing system maintenance, if you got a caught doing system maintenance, drink water. Yeah, yeah. I should probably go grab a drink really quick, but I'm almost done. It's either I get this to work, or I pull the plug and I plug. Well, not literally, but I plug in the one that was working. So weird, man. Why this? That's so strange. all the certificates and everything came over. What is my VPN client showing in its logs? Connection is reachable, starting attempt, OpenVPN, SSL, library, valid endpoint found, preserving remotely used address, TLS key negotiation failed to occur. TLS handshake failed. Oh, please don't be a certificate issue. These are annoying. Um, TLS key matches, peer certificate authority is okay. All of that ported over. So what the fuck? Is this a me issue? This is probably a me issue. I'm plugged in now to your network. Oh yeah? Where is this DC? Did Cogent's ports get too hot and stuffy? Completely normal person. I think I know who you are. You're one of two people that knew that I used to be in Cogent. Does your name start with a C and end with an S, Mr. Completely Normal Person? I don't miss the days of MSP. That was a one-to-many support role learning at light speed. Yeah. What's going on here? Hi, Nevi! I didn't think you worked for Cogent. I don't, but you just said, did Cogent's ports get too hot and stuffy? So you mentioned a data center that we were previously associated with, and only a few people know that we were associated with that. So, ow. That is very frustrating. I mean, it's just, all the certificates are here. They exist. The certificates under the certificate authorities exist. The CRLs exist. I don't understand why this can't negotiate. I work for an ISP in South Africa. We use Cogent for a portion of our network. Very cool. You're thinking too deep into this. Probably. Is that a device alarm in the background? If not, I guess it could be a fan. There is several device alarms going on in the background. There are several people who have co-location space here who do not fix their stuff. System clock. Oh, okay. That's a good thought. Current day and time, Sunday, November 21st at 11:20 plus 5. That doesn't seem right. You might be onto something. Let's go to advanced. Let's see what time you get now. I think there's a daylight savings issue, but that still shouldn't affect. Let's find America and New York. There we go. Yep. Okay. Now the time shows properly. So now let's check. Still attempting. It would have connected by now. All right. Let's see what it errors out with. Probably going to be the same thing. Close the door. I can't because I'm plugged into the rack next to me. It's still trying. Come back to it in a second. The the VPN status shows that there is someone connected to it, but with a undefined with an undefined name. I did make a change to. No, I'm not using. I'm not even sure what you were referring to. I am using uh, a different rule of sorts. So let me go ahead and let me disable that one weird firewall rule that I created. Let's see if that helps in any way. No. And that also didn't help. Okay. Details. Okay, so valid endpoint found. So that knows the correct IP, and this is IP based, not DNS based. That is port 1227. The VIP for this is 172.19. Legacy OpenVPN forward to what? 1227. So let's go take a look at all the VIPs, policy and objects, virtual IPs. 1227. This does go to 172.19.0.2 on port 1227. So from any on the loopback. Oh no, that's just straight on the external, so that's not even a loopback forward. That is .141.127 UDP. And the last one was killed because of me, and that's fine. I think this is a service issue on pfSense. They are self-signed, yes. Um, doo, 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 doo. How do I have 30 people watching me right now? Is there a chance the cert was regenerated after the conversion? Yes. Try to telnet to the SSL port to check routing. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Spicy. Okay, so that still won't let me in, which is quite annoying. So I have to continue to use the incognito window for this stupid fucking thing. Let's go take a look. Well, there's a whole separate certificate authority for the SSL VPNs that ported over with the backup. Imagine we're all in a room with you holding clipboards. Oh God, no pressure. 34 to be exact. Yeah, Jesus. I do fine under pressure. Because I really just don't give a shit. It's always going to be what it is, and there's no need to stress over it. So why worry? Just do your thing. You're there to do a thing, or you're there to talk to someone. ACLs are all allow. But I have thought about that now several times. Are there any floating rules? No floating rules. WAN is allow. OpenVPN is allow. Just unplug, close the door, go home. Honestly, I'm thinking about it. Imagine you're a Facebook trying to get. Oh my God. Yeah. Jesus. Um, I really want to know who fucked that up. If the issue user doesn't connect enough. So no clients are trying to connect to the VPNs right now, which is fine. I'm trying to connect to my VPN right now, which, you know what? Let me test one of the different VPN services and see if it's the same effect. Yeah, same issue. Um, so this is trying to connect to the virtual machines. Um, how do you know if things are smooth sailing or not? If they work. If your monitoring is telling you that things are up and running. There's so many things that can be done. You know what? I am starting to think that this might be a me issue. Okay, we're going to go ahead and connect to the Wi-Fi again. And we're going to go ahead and disconnect from the Ethernet. They're going to actually make me unplug. The girlfriend saying that she's commenting. Must go find comment. Must be good boyfriend. Someone said spaghetti. Totally missed that. Oh, there it is. She did put in a ticket. It's called a text message. Take 5 minutes, get a drink, come back and try again. I'm not so stressed that I don't think I'm not thinking clearly, but I do need to get a drink of water. There should be a DHCP server running locally. Why? Who needs DHCP? Spaghetti tacos? That kind of sounds yummy. All right. Okay, cool. So we're going to completely disconnect from Ethernet because I want to make sure I'm actually coming in through the WAN and the proper port forwardings. Let's quit my viscosity. Let's reopen the viscosity. Let's connect. Try to connect. Local and remote TLS keys are out of sync. What? Oh, why? Why would those have regenerated? Why? Why? So much why? I really have to go get the TLS keys from the... Man, that's bullshit. Come on. Oh, turn Wi-Fi off. That's why. All right, turn Wi-Fi off. Get me back to vCenter, please. There we go. Give me the console so I can disconnect you. I can reconnect the other guy. All right, disconnected, disconnected. All right, let's go back into the old firewall. Let's just go copy all of the keys, and we're just going to pasta back into the other keys. Great. Now the other firewall, the original firewall, doesn't want to respond. I hope the 147 taps on your forehead help. Was I really? Was I doing this or something? Hey, okay, cool. We're back into the old original firewall. VPN, open VPN. All right, let's go copy these TLS keys. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Oh, I can't get to the other one now because I should have. Okay, yeah. All right, so this one is the. Yeah, tap of the like button. Tap of the like button. You tap like button. I do silly things. I don't know what I should do silly. Maybe we'll unplug a firewall. Not all of you have been around for the firewall test. How many seconds do you think it takes FortiGates to kick over when a full firewall fails? Comment and I will show you. We'll do the test together before I go. Copying all the keys. NFC, but 253 taps on your forehead says I want to see it. I'm sticking with 1.2 seconds for failover. I think someone's sticking with being a cheater. Okay, cool. I got the original TLS keys from the firewall, the original firewall. So let's go re-enable the new one. Okay. All right, let's go paste in. I'm only going to paste in the one that I'm trying to test with first. And let's see if it's different. This one ends with FA9AA. It's the same fucking key. It's the same key. They are all the same key. Server certificate. Open VPN server. Oh, what? So, what is CRL open VPN server, which is that was the IRA. Ugh. Now I need to go back to the original and go check that for what the certificate setups were. You guys are awesome. Thank you for all the likes. It really does help out the stream. I know I asked for it. I appreciate you guys doing it. Thank you very much. All right. Come on, stupid thing, respond. Hey, Pickle Slut sent me a rose. Thanks, man. Come on, let me in. There we go. All right, servers. Let's go take a look at this one in specific. So this is set to weird. Okay, let's do these side by side. So we're gonna put this one over on this side of the screen, and we're gonna go get this one because it's still open in the browser and do this. So we're gonna literally walk down the entire configuration. Okay, local database, yes. UDP IPv4, yes. Tunnel layer 3, yes. Interface, any and WAN, that really doesn't matter, but whatever. So port 1227, that's fine. Use a TLS key. We've already verified that they match. They start with the same, and they both end with the same. Okay. TLS authentication, TLS authentication. Use default location for key direction. We don't care. Use default direction. The correct peer certificate authority is still there. The CRL is not in use. OCSP check. Oh no. These are two different versions of pfSense, aren't they? Oh shit. Well, that could be the problem. Peer certificate authority is the correct authority. CRL, we already did. The server certificate is still the same certificate. The Duffy-Hellman parameter length is the same. The elliptical curve is the same. Data encryption negotiation was previously set to AES 128 CBC. I wonder if that is... Okay, so that is data encryption NCP algorithm. So there's definitely some changes here. Son of a bitch. I am probably just going to have to virtualize it as it is. Fallback data encryption. Okay, yeah, there's clearly some additional options and changes here that do not align or match up, which would explain the problem. Yeah, I'll agree. 128 is a little bit low. Not changing that right now. Okay, enable negotiation encryption. Yes, that's fine. 128 CBC is fine. The order is respected by 192 CBC, AES 256 CBC. We're not going to use any DES. Yeah. Allowed data encryption algorithm. So we have, where is 128 CBC and 128 GCM, 192 CBC, we have 256 CBC and GCM as well. Fallback data encryption algorithm, that's fine as well. What's the off digest set to? Is SHA-1. Hardware crypto, no. No hardware crypto enforcement. Have you tried percussive maintenance? I am certain that that would not assist in this situation. Um, okay, that is the same. That's going to be fine. We do want negotiate. That's fine. Which elliptic curve do we want to use? See, I didn't have the choice of different elliptic curves, so that could totally be fucking things up. Use defaults. The curve from the server certificate is used by default when the server uses an ECDSA certificate. Otherwise, Scepter is the default fallback. So, ever have real Chicago style deep dish pizza? Yes, and in Chicago too. Um, yeah, I'm gonna pull the plug on this for the night. And the nice thing is because this machine's already virtualized, uploaded, and configured, at any time I can just re-enable it. And come back to this problem. And I don't even have to be here for it at this point. Although, if I wanted to reload that R210, I would. So let's make sure that I'm able to VPN in with the current server, and fucking of course I can. That's fucking annoying. Did I double click it? I think I double clicked it. Let's, because it connected, now it's not connecting. So disconnect, give it a minute. Great, now it doesn't want to connect. Fuck! And the original one is plugged in. Oh, what the hell? What the hell? And you guys are on my phone, so I can't test it from there. What other systems do I have that can test this? Does my Windows virtual machine have this loaded? Nope, just Cantech. Why is Cantech still running? Cantech's stupid server should not be running. Services.msc, Cantech. Why is the Cantech shit not called Cantech? Ugh. Literally. Oh, okay, cool. Now it is connecting. Sweet. All right, let's go verify that this is actually disconnected. Let's go power off the new one just so we don't accidentally connect it or do something stupid. Why is so quiet? Because I was getting frustrated. When you don't have an ARP issue. Did this shut off yet? Yep, cool. Okay, that's off. All right, you know what? Calling it a night. It's time to pack up, go home, take a shit, and get out of here. Wait, that's in the wrong order. pfSense is in play as a legacy holdover for old VPNs. pfSense used to be our primary router and firewall and VPNs, but we've since moved away from it and we've moved into FortiGates. It's been a slow process of moving clients over into the new VPNs, but slowly but surely we're getting there. So that's why I still have to maintain it. But it currently lives in a um, it currently lives on a bare metal server that is grossly overpowered for what it needs. It's like taking one of those giant Caterpillar construction trucks to pull your son in a little red wagon instead of using an appropriately sized RC car. That's how much overkill it is. Okay, so let's not forget my friggin' hoodie. Uh, yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take a look at the front of the rack, make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope, got everything. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for joining me in this 3.5 hour long fucking live on TikTok. And I guess I'll see you guys later. Um, yeah, I guess we didn't really break anything. Uh, Bet still on for that coffee? Yeah, man. Are you shoot me a quick email to the email on my profile, and we'll privately exchange contact info that way. Um, no, I am in Tampa, Florida right now. Um, so yeah. All right. Well, y'all, we'll do SRQ area. Yeah. Yep. Yep. All right. Just gonna do one idiot check here because who knows, you know? All right. Nothing over there. Nothing down there. And for those of you that are new, here we will go take a look at. There you go. Take a look at the pretty things on our way out. That is the internet. It's a series of tubes. That is literally the internet. And some servers. And that's one of the major routers. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, oh come on, stop being a. Why are you? What is going on? Why do you? What is your malfunction? Oh my God, this stupid. Oh, this DJI piece of crap, man. Freaking Chinesium. All right, y'all. Whee! Lots of phone numbers. Oh, I hate this DJI piece of crap. Walking over to the elevators. DS Lamb. What? Eh? We should do this more often. This was kind of fun. 40 people. Holy crap, that's cool. This DJI thing is just garbage. This is supposed to be like a good. Yeah, no. This. Anyways, all right. Goodbye, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll revisit this particular issue. I'll do it on live again, I promise. But until then, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Oh, I think I know who you are, Marty Moose.